us out. Hello and welcome to As Long as Everybody's Having Fun. I'm Mr. Max Boivin, and I'm once again joined by my friend Phil the Trill.
That's right, me and
Yeah.
Max. That song's a banger. I don't
It's a
care
good
what
song.
anyone says.
Yeah,
I
so
don't care
I
what
like the
anyone
intro.
says.
Yeah, I didn't make it though. I just found it on the
Yeah.
YouTube free song you can use without being copyright struck.
Yeah. Oh, I got a keyboard.
Oh, nice.
So
For
I
a
could
computer
plug it
keyboard
in.
or
I could be like, bing, bada, bing, da dee dee
some
dee
music
dee.
keyboard.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So I don't know.
Can you
Maybe we
play?
make up our own song.
Can you play?
You get your trombone out.
Yeah, I got a piano too. You know that?
Now we both have. Why didn't you use it to make a little shit song?
I got like I can't really play much anymore since I got like a carpal tunnel syndrome in my left hand.
Oh.
So I play like a few minutes and then like my hands get very tired. Same thing with the guitar. It's annoying. Hello, Elf Hunter. Thank you for joining us.
Elf Hunter, the finest of hunters.
Yeah.
The Elven Hunter.
No. A hunter of elf. Which is even better.
He's in the forest, his ears are pointy, the wind's going through his teeth as he lines up his shot with his long elven bow.
No, I don't. I think you're missing the point.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hello, my ear trumpet.
Hey, my ear trumpet. How are you doing?
Yeah.
This show is primarily for Elf Hunter and my ear trumpet.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's a custom made show. We try to make it like very appealing to you guys.
Yeah. That's why
Let's get to it
all
then.
These colors.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of activity on screen.
Yeah. Keep you engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. We try to compensate for us being boring sometime. Never. Yeah. Let's get to it then, right?
Sure.
Let me ask you, Phil.
Yeah.
How's been your week in gaming? You game at all this week? We didn't game together.
2 weeks even.
What?
2 weeks.
Yeah, in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, obviously, when I say this weeks, I mean.
So I'm playing that game with my old high school friends. I talked in the last episode.
Yeah, so how's that going?
It's interesting. No one's interested really in role playing much, I would say.
No,
as far as being in character.
Mm-hmm.
So here's how the first session went.
Yeah.
So I am a person that tries to stay in character.
Yeah, and you're not GMing. You're just like a player.
I'm not GMing. I'm a mercenary soldier.
Mm-hmm. In a Rift game.
In a Rifts game. We're in Chi-Town Burbs.
I don't know what that is.
Anyways, so I say where I am, what I'm doing, and then what I say. I do that.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of like staring at each other before the game starts, and then I just kind of start my turn. And then everyone just kind of like goes, "Whoa, what just happened?" I'm like, then I said something like, I like to take turns, guys. I don't know how you guys like to do it. And they said, yeah, we like taking turns too. And I'm like, okay. So there's something out of character. I gotta like push them a little bit.
Yeah.
And then like I was in my apartment or something. I have like a shithole apartment, and I'm like and I'm just like cleaning my stuff. I'm a neat freak, my character. So he's like cleaning stuff, and they're all saying stuff like, so you guys would have known I sent you all this encrypted message, and so we all know that we're supposed to meet at this guy's bar. And I was like, And so I said something like, I look over, I see my gauntlet has a little blinking light. I put my helmet on and press the button to listen to the message. And I'm just like saying all these in character things about like what my character's doing. And then I'm like going to go walk over to the guy's bar. And so they're all like describing, you know, out of character, how they're getting to the bar, what they're going to do. And then I say, I'm walking over, I look over, see these like vagrants walking through the street and stuff. And then my friend says something like, so anyways, we all get to the bar, right? And then it's just cut me off at the knees. I was
just want to teleport you there.
Yeah.
let's get to the chase.
Nothing happened.
We got to get to the combat at some point.
We got to get there.
Are they big into combat?
Well, that whole session was just like us planning.
Oh, okay.
Planning the operation.
Was the planning done in character? I guess not, right?
Sometimes.
So they're not really taking the lead.
I really tried to like stay in character a lot.
Yeah.
And they would discuss what their plan is out of character, then I would discuss it in character. So basically that's the strategy I'm implementing. I'm always in character. A good one.
Yep.
And I don't give a shit if they're in character or not. Because why should I?
I think that's a good plan.
Yeah.
You know,
I think I'm getting them to role play a bit with me.
Yeah, maybe.
They
might take some time, right?
They don't hate that I'm in character. They seem to like it, like prefer it.
All right, well, if Hunter's asking, are you having fun?
Yeah, it's a good time. Those guys, I mean, me and those guys could
go back,
talk about nothing forever. It's one of those relationships, you know. I've been friends with those guys for 25 years. Going on really like 27 years. Maybe 30 years almost. Yeah, that's crazy. 30 years. Jesus.
Yeah, I got friends like that. Friend of 30 years.
Yeah.
We're getting up in age, right? And when you're loyal to your friends. Yeah.
I've noticed that they haven't become Christian like me.
They haven't?
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That was a little strange.
They haven't become Christian. They haven't become.
It was so jarring to hear like blasphemy. You know?
Oh yeah, I blaspheme all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't hear you blaspheme a lot.
No.
Yeah,
I do. I shouldn't, but I do.
And it was real strange because it like kind of stuck with me.
I
was like, oh, what do you do? Okay, that's what I wanted to ask you. I guess I'll ask you here. Maybe I'll ask you off stream. We don't need to get into a weird theological discussion. But on the second session, we did the operation. Everything kind of got retconned, though, because my friend didn't understand how this giant meta plot of rifts works. And so all week we're talking in the Discord, and we're like, hey, it turns out doing this is a suicide mission for level 1 characters. And then he was like, okay, well, we're going to do this instead. And I noticed when he did that, he kind of did the GM thing where like we were planning what we were going to do. And then his retconned version of the plan that was safer kind of made sure that certain plans wouldn't work. Like he included details. I was like, hey, let's bribe someone. Maybe we could just do this. And he was like, yeah, they're all fanatical above briber, like kind of like poking holes in like this small, easy methods of actually getting things done.
I'm afraid you have to ask your question because my other pet paid $2 Australian for. I'm here for the theological discussion.
All right, well, I will ask you then. Okay,
there you go. We're gonna do. There you go. We can go into theological tangent if you pay for it.
Yeah, we'll always go to tangent. This is a tailor-made show for you, Mayor Trumpet. So, all right. So, the question I have for you is: I myself am a wretched sinner, obviously.
Yep.
And when I hear someone blaspheme around me, I feel obligated to say you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But who am I to tell someone that they are sinning when there is the tree in my eye? You know what I mean? I don't know what that's saying.
Exactly what I was going. Like I don't know what it's saying in English. Like the pointing the straw in the eyes of your neighbor when you have like a beam in your own or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
what
something
like
like
the
that. So
translation
like,
is.
but
Mhm.
it's like it kind of like just listening to what he said. I was just like, ugh,
Yeah, and
just like
especially people that are not
overtly.
Christian, right? Like people that confess Christian, like
Yeah.
sometimes like I'm gonna if like I had this discussion with some people that are Christian, open about it. Some we can even call them like performative Christian, right?
Mhm.
And at some point they promote stuff that is like goes against the Christian faith, and then I'll tell them, I say, well, you shouldn't say that because that goes against the Christian faith. But those
Mhm.
guys are in, right? And they promote the faith in a sense in their
Yeah.
speech, right?
These
People
guys
like
are much
online.
more of a like we do a lot of like shocking humor, like guys. And so
Yep.
religion never was like safe from that with
Yep.
us. So it's
Hmm.
just like more like who can be more shocking, than the
Yeah.
next person.
Yeah.
It
With
was a
those
little bit
people, right?
more intense. It was Easter Sunday also, like,
Hmm. Yeah.
it's
With
like
like when I'm with people like that, I don't want to beat them on the head, like especially with something that
Mhm.
they are not into, right? If they
Right.
ask me questions and stuff like that, I'll tell them and I explain them my point of view and stuff like that if they show interest. Because there's two
Mhm.
things, right? When Christ, well, there's this, like we said, like the beam in the eyes, there's the throwing the first stone, like the one without sin, made the one without sin throw the first stone, and that's
Right.
certainly not me.
Right. Me neither. Not even
And
close.
and also like Christ also told his follower, go around and promote the faith, but if people don't want to hear what you have to say, shake the dust of your
Mhm.
sandal and move away, right? So we're not supposed to hit the people on the head with that, right? If people are open to the message, we share it. If people have questions like that, people say, you know what? Oh, like, it's much more because otherwise you push them away more than anything else. You just become
Yeah.
this annoying Christian, and that does
Right.
more harm than anything else. So sometimes you're just like, you
It's
know what?
kind
They're
of the
not in.
same.
Yeah,
There's parallels there. I've noticed a lot of like,
yeah, with the
and
role
I don't
play. Yeah,
wanna be, like, weird about it, but I've noticed a lot of parallels with, like, the way that we talk about 4D and, like,
yeah,
Christianity.
exactly.
Um,
So when
that
you want to
that
convert
almost
something,
seems
something to
blasphemous
some,
what I'm saying, but
what?
it's like you try to tell people that they're role playing wrong,
Yep,
and then they resent you for it and think that
yep,
you're just an arrogant piece of shit. So it's
yes,
like, and that's exactly how what you're saying, like,
yep,
let them just kind of show the truth
yeah.
and then be an example versus correct people because you're probably not that good of a role player either.
And that's the thing, right? If you like, if somebody come to me and ask and tell me about his role, about his group, right? We have problem in the game, stuff like that. Like if you
Yeah.
come and you,
Yeah.
then that's an invitation for me to say, yeah, you know what? Like that's what I think you can try, whatever, right? Just like, but if you're just like telling me about how your game is fun, I'm not gonna go and say shit on it, right? Just just like, especially in that thing, right? It's no
Yeah.
sin to play like
I wanted to
to not
highlight
role
this
play in
one.
a role playing game.
I
Yeah.
think we just kind of talked about this, but if you waited until you were sinless to speak, nobody would ever speak. And that's kind of what we're saying. Like when
Yeah.
you speak, it shouldn't be from a place of judgment
No.
because who are you? You're nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not there
You're
to
just a
condemn people,
worthless
right? That's not
sinner
your
that
role.
whose soul was bought with Jesus's blood, just like everybody else.
Hmm. Yeah. It's when people, if people like want your advice and you're there for them, if people like are lost and stuff like that, and they say like, well, I don't know what to do with my life and stuff like that, there's some
Yeah, of
point like you can vibe, like feel the invitation, right?
course.
Um,
I
but
agree with that.
we had like a big theological discussion in the Muay Thai class the other day, just before the class started.
Yeah.
Uh, was interesting, right? Because like the coach is Buddhist,
Oh, that's interesting.
so yeah,
I had this weird.
so
Let's get off into another tangent here. Unless you want to. I'm sorry. I didn't want you to interrupt. Like,
no, I was saying like so
you were
it led
just-
to a lot of a big conversation between like, and because I'm very traditional Catholic and like there's a lot of parallel and the message is a lot of like a thing that reach out, right? So that
Mhm.
we're like more discussing like the point of commonality than the, and I think that's much more productive.
Yeah.
Mm.
I had this weird like interaction with Buddhism when I was in the Navy.
Oh yeah,
They had like is boot camp or whatever, basic training,
yeah,
and they had like basically they had all these faiths. You could go to like 7 different denominations or something, and one of them was Buddhism. They had a bunch of different ones, and I was just like checking out a few of them because it got you out of PT.
You should have done the PT, Phil.
Should have done the PT probably. The marching, good God. There's a lot of marching in Navy basic training. Like,
well, yeah.
But anyways,
in case the boat is broken and you have to go by foot,
you gotta walk around. There's so little marching outside of that. So, and then it was like this weird, like the whole time when he's doing the sermon bit or whatever, his little speech, he's saying like, we're gonna do the chanting to the part. You don't have to do it. Don't worry about it. You don't have to do it. Don't do the chanting, or do the chanting, whatever. And so, like, I'm just like, okay, well, I'm not gonna do the chanting because I'm not a Buddhist.
Yeah.
And then they start doing the chanting. I'm sitting there, and then there's like three guys. They're like looking at me. They're like, "No, it's cool. You can do the chanting." And I'm like, "I'm not doing the chanting. You just told me I don't have to do the chanting." I don't know why I thought of that, but it was just strange.
Sorry, I got a little cat disaster.
Yeah. What a pointless anecdote that was. My apologies, my ear trumpet. You didn't pay for that. You didn't pay for that, my ear trumpet. Anyways.
Yeah. But I get what it is, right? Like, again, at the Muay Thai at some point, like when it was like the International Day of Muay Thai and there was a ceremony, and it's like, and also like that's where we get like our grade and stuff like that, right? So I kind of want to be there. We get like the little armband that goes around the arm.
Yeah.
That and there was like kind of like a Buddhist ceremony kind of thing too. So I'm there as well. I'm just like, well, you know what? I'm not gonna actively participate, but I can stand in the back or sit in the back and just be respectful. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. This is what it is. Sometimes you have to, we have to be tolerant too.
Just get your Westboro I hate the gays poster and just stand back there practicing your own faith.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
which we're not. Anyway. So I didn't game this week. I didn't play any roleplay this week. I'm kind of like in the hiatus now. But it was also Easter, so I traveled and stuff like that, so that was fine.
Yeah.
And I went back to play Mountain Blade Warband. Which is, like I always say, that's the closest a video game ever got to a role-playing game, to being a role-playing game.
It's
because like it's very emergent storytelling. Like if people at home, you never played Mountain Blade Warband, it's an old game. There's a new one, Bannerlord. Don't play Bannerlord. They missed the mark. Go back to Warband. Yeah, the graphics are rough and stuff like that, but it's a great game. And they don't hold you by the hand. You just like arrive as this guy on this island, and then like it's up to you to make your own story. You do whatever you want, right? So now like I'm playing a game like with pretty high difficulty, and one of those like King Garrett pissed me off at some point, so I did the Castor Velusha.
Which one's
the
he?
The King of the Rodok.
Right, the Rodoks.
So I did the Castor Velusha restoration quest, and now Castor Velusha is the new King of the Rodok. But the Rodok at some point, before I finished this quest, they had lost all their town and castle, so now they're starting out from nothing. Now I managed to get them a few towns and cities. I'm now the Lord of Ikamer myself.
Nice.
But I'm playing with all the difficulty like cranked up, so it's quite rough, right? When you play like a 101 damage, right? I love it. I got captured a few times.
It goes harder than 100%, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm like at 112%, right? I get like, but like every they do. I get them as much damage as I dish out.
Okay.
The like I put the AI to the highest level, like the smartest they can be in Battlefield and stuff like that. So all the options that make the game harder, like I crank them up.
Does it make your own AI smart, or is your AI stupid still?
That's a good question. I think I don't know. That's a good question. I think your own AI is always as smart as it can get. Yeah,
I'm not good enough at that game to do that.
No, but you have to accept the loss too, right? Like I a few times I got captured, I got fucking broke, poor as hell, no more army, right? I lost all my men, so now I'm just a fucking dude alone on the map. I have to find back my companion. I had a plate armor that got taken from me. And if you know in that game our plate armor is fucking expensive and hard to get, that pisses you off. But you just have to say, you know what? I'm gonna fucking make myself back up, right? So then you go recruit some more
Yeah, but
troops, train them,
don't you like
raid some village.
don't you like lose the like the regular bandits? Don't they go away? Like they kind of get killed
Yeah,
off,
yeah,
and then you're just like, there's
yeah.
nothing to kill that's good enough. I don't know.
The group get better. The group of random mob gets better, but you can
Yeah,
still find some looter and stuff like that, some soul
I
level, and
guess like
also like,
you're a badass.
and you're a badass. And if you raise your, like, one thing, you need to raise your training, and you need to have like some companion with that are good trainer.
Yeah,
And then your troop level up so fast, then you just
Mhm.
like get some peasant, and like after a day they're like they're militia, and after a day they're footmen, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, so yeah, that's, and you know what I'm at with that game, right? When I start playing this game, like I get kind of obsessive. Like it's one game that I kind of like to avoid playing
Yeah,
because
it's
of
a
then I do
lot.
nothing
Like you can
else.
spend a long time in that game,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
and like, you kind of have to get anything accomplished.
Oh yeah. I'm like I've been like more than 2 year of game time now in that campaign.
On the same campaign, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just over the last couple weeks.
No,
Wow.
no. I went back to a campaign that I started before, right?
Yeah.
But at some point, like I moved away. Like I
Mm.
moved away at some point when like I got like everything taken from me,
Mhm.
and I got upset. I had to step back, but
Smart.
yeah. Also, I bought some new books.
Okay.
Yeah,
What you get?
I got.
What you get?
I got. There you go. I got two nominee of
Ooh.
the Age of Vikings by Chaosium
Wow.
and Coriolis. Oops, Coriolis the Great Dark from
Okay.
Free League.
So
There are two
you're
nominee in the Origin Awards, right? I
so
said, you
you're
know what?
weighing in on the Origin Awards.
Yeah,
Here.
I didn't read them yet, and I get like I also got this book, Black Powder and Brimstone,
Okay.
which is the Morgborg type game, right? So rule light, and those books are always like beautiful. I gotta say, right? They're always like very aesthetic.
I can't believe I haven't played
And
Morkborg yet. The amount of
well, I guess
times Justin
yeah,
said Morkborg.
yeah, like Morgborg, Morgborg, like they're really like they really go hard on the style in the book, but it's so hard that the book kind of make you blind.
Mhm.
What's the original word? It's
Came to the
it's
right
a
place.
it's a tabletop game award, and role playing games are covered in that.
It's a category.
Yeah, it's a category of this, and it's during the Origin convention in June
Does it have to do with EA at all or no?
June 16, I think. Wait, what?
Does it have to do with EA at all, or is that just a
No, it's
coincidence?
it's Gamma, the Game Maker Association,
Okay.
something like, yeah, yeah. Oh, Mayor Trumpet got Black Potter and Age of Viking. There
There
you
you
go.
go. He's
But do you
on
have
it.
like Coriolis, the dark, the great dark? Yeah. So
Maybe you
I
should
got
get
those,
Coriolis and get on Max's level, my ear trumpet.
and
Jeez. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't start reading any of them, but I read this one this week, Street of Peril,
No.
which I had for a while, but I finally read it, and I don't know if I want to talk to you about it. I might do like a how to play video on
Streets of
it.
Peril?
Yeah, I
Okay.
might do it,
Well,
and
what do you give it? A thumbs up or a thumbs down right now?
thumbs up.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But thumbs up. But I was slightly
With an
disappointed, I would say
asterisk.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I still think it's good, it's decent, but I was hoping for a little more. But what I
Well,
was
we'll have
thinking
to
to
check
do
out the
is
video.
I was thinking about doing like an how to play game, and when I do the how to play game, I don't give my opinion on that, but I was thinking like making it a premiere and then going
Mhm.
live right after the premiere and do maybe with you if you want to join me, right? And then we can discuss, if you have question about the game, and then I
Sure.
can share my opinion.
Yeah, just let me know.
Might do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm also started reading like the Goblin Slayer TTRPG that I had also
Nice.
for a long time, that I never read. Like I'm trying to deal with my backlog of
I don't know
role playing
if
games.
that is, classified as an ecchi anime, would you say?
Maybe,
Does it have
maybe.
fan service?
Yeah,
Um,
in the manga quite a bit. I stopped reading the manga because of that.
okay. I
I got a few of
I,
them.
I wasn't sure. I don't know that I've ever seen it, but I've seen a lot of memes about it.
I got a few of them here, right?
Yeah, just a handful.
And it's very like and it's very like, well, like if you look at this cover, right, just like,
Mhm.
oh, there's a lot of green, so it won't show. They're all like
It
about
al
like
it almost looks like it's censored when you showed it.
it should be.
Censored out the
Yeah.
booty.
And I'm not like and it's also like it's what bothered me about it. It's like I'm not against like some sexual stuff in story and stuff like that if it serves
Yeah,
the story, right? When
sure.
I read like a Shigurui, there is some literary scene in it, but they have a point. And if this is just like like greatest just like ass shot and boob
Oh,
shot in the art.
Berserk has for sure.
Yeah, same thing with Berserk, exactly, right? Like there's
Yeah.
some rough scene, but they all serve a point, so they don't feel like get gratuitous.
Mhm.
But I was curious to see because like one thing with the Goblins, I like the anime of Goblin Slayer, and they
Oh,
cut a lot
okay.
of like this. They cut a lot of this fan service, if you want. But but I can, in Goblin Slayer, it's very D&D inspired.
Okay.
The character in the game refer to their class and their level and their spell slot. So
Oh,
I
really?
was yes, I was curious to and they have like this adventure guild, and they try to, oh, we need to recruit a sorcerer for our party, and now we have a priest and a fighter, and right, it's very like D&D inspired like that, and they're
Yeah.
not like shy about it. So I was curious to see how we
I like it when they
translate.
do that, when they, like, use gaming terminology. I don't know why I like that so much in
Oh
anime.
yeah, well, you should look it up then.
You ever
They
seen
didn't
Sword
explain it.
Art Online?
No, this one doesn't appeal to me. Mm.
I don't think it would
It's
appeal to you.
good.
I
No,
would not
yeah,
recommend it to you, no.
mm,
But, I watched it. It was fine. I liked it.
yeah.
I don't
But
know that
anyway,
it's good, but I liked
I,
watching it.
mm,
So does
I
that
wa-
mean it's good? I don't know.
uh, so sometimes you enjoy stuff that is not so great, right?
Yeah.
We like some trash sometime.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's like I just think I just like the premise of it, and then it's kind of just I liked enjoying or I enjoyed, exploring the premise more than the
yeah,
actual writing or the show.
yeah. So I was
Mm,
I was curious to see like how like this that would translate back into a game, right? Like a
mhm.
piece of fiction that is inspired by a game. Now you inspire a game based on that. Like it become like a self-referential, or like, oh, Mario Trumpet with five Australian dollar.
Oh,
About
hijacking
Goblin
the show
Slayer,
again.
yeah. About Goblin Slayer world, I wonder why none of the villager ever seem to have dogs protecting the village.
That's interesting. Do
That's
dogs,
interesting.
like, kick the shit out of goblins?
Goblin? Well, they would warm at least. I don't I don't know if there's any mention of dogs ever made.
You know what? You don't see a lot of dogs in, like,
Anime.
those kind of, like, nighttime ambush situations, and if you do, they'll just, like, bark for a moment, and then they'll just, like, go, "Height," and then they're dead.
Yeah.
But,
Should we
like,
have more dogs in our
you should
game?
have way more dogs.
Yeah. Maybe we don't have enough dogs in role playing game.
There should be more dogs because I feel like that's a pretty good alliance that was made.
Yeah.
Civilization was carving itself
Oh
out.
yeah. Oh yeah. It defined us
Mhm.
as a race.
Good thinking, Meyer Trumpet.
Yeah. That's an interesting
There are
topic.
dog people in Godslayer, like,
Goblin Slayer.
you mean like anthropomorphic dogs, or are you saying like, "Hey, I'm a dog person."
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
it.
would consider myself a dog person. I have 3 dogs. like that kind of dog.
No,
System.
I assume you mean like dog people, but I don't remember them. I remember
Yeah.
like I know like there's like lizard people and shit like that. There's a bunch of
Oh,
race.
okay.
It wouldn't surprise me if there's dog people, but I don't.
Do dog people hang out outside and then bark when they sniff goblins?
That's always something like right or like a human with dog ear. There you go. Instead,
There you
yeah,
go.
and a tail. I assume.
Sounds
Yeah. But
interesting.
anyway, so that was like my interaction with the role playing game. Since I haven't been playing, I've been reading
Mhm.
them, and working on Bastard Sword. I'm still trying to figure out the magic system. We discussed about it, and I like where it's going. So, but then like I try to apply it a bit,
Yeah.
and there's still some king I'm trying to iron
Whatever
out.
you showed me an image.
Yeah,
It had like those words of power. I don't know what you would
yeah,
call
the
them.
verb.
Are they
That
called
was just the
words? The
verbs.
verbs.
The word, yeah,
S-
the words of power, but that was the verb section that I showed you.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, is this just like a more fleshed out verb section that you were showing me?
It's a more fleshed out verb section and
Mhm.
presented in a way that I think is more like friendly than just the table I had.
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
get that.
cleaner. It allows me to put some notes.
Mhm.
Like it's less restrictive than a table format, so I think it works better.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
and I'm
think you
trying
have
to.
this. Well, I
Mhm.
wanted. I like the idea of us actually going over this on a stream. I
Yeah,
don't know if you want to share it or whatever, but
we can.
um, I think that this is a good supplement to a table. It's kind of like you have like the quick reference and
Oh,
then the detailed.
maybe in the player's aid and stuff like that, it's gonna be presented a bit different. But like,
Yeah.
it's because also like it's the scaling, right? Like, like the verbs kind of define like the type of scaling. Like if you create like when you spend your hits for scaling, it's gonna define the quantity of the thing you create. But then I wanted to in the thing you create, they're gonna express how this quantity is expressed, right? So if you create fire, it can like more fire can either like a stronger fire, more intense, like hotter, or bigger, right? So it gives you like some dimension to play with. That's the kind of thing I'm playing with now.
Yeah. But then like how do you do that in character? How do you choose what you intensify?
You can just say, I create
Mhm.
a small but very strong flame, very hot flame.
Okay. So you have like the the results already. I guess you would
Well,
have the
yeah,
results before you describe the action.
yeah. Well, you see, I'm when you start casting, you say like I'm creating fire, and then when you release the spell because you're done rolling and you have enough hits for the effect desired, the desired effect, then you describe like now the flame manifests. It's very narrow and bright white, very hot, right? And then there you go, you have it there. It's
Okay.
made to be. That's one thing I'm trying to do, right? To like the whole philosophy of the game is thing to be like to be described in character.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was
Yeah,
thinking about how that would work. But obviously, you're going to know what your result is, and then you can describe what it is, and that's how you do it.
yeah, yeah. But anyway, like it's still like it's like I've went like I've tried different thing. Like it takes a long time, right? That's because that's the thing. Like I'm trying to have something that's smooth and clean. So sometimes I try
Right.
something, I build something, then I try it, I play with it a bit, and I say, yeah, it's not quite. A lot of people would just say, "Ah, that's good enough, that works," and move on with their life. But I'm not most people.
You want it to
I'm
be good.
I'm an obsessive maniac.
I think that that's how you have to be to make a good, like a real product, like a good real
Well,
product.
it's also like the game. The world doesn't need a kind of another half baked game, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm trying to solve an issue. So if I'm not solving it, there's no point. I'm just trying to have my name on a book. I don't care about that.
If you get to the end and you say, "Well, I guess I didn't solve it," and then you just walk away, I'm going to be
Yeah.
pretty pissed off, actually.
Well, it could be. It could be like a. It could be a. It could not work. It could be a disaster. But at least I'll give it a good fair shake, right? I'll
Well, I
give it
would
my
like to
best.
play it before that goes
We
in the
will.
garbage.
We will.
Okay.
Well, yeah, of course we will, right? There's a lot of things that that I think are good now in that product, right? In that project. There's a lot of things that still need some work, but I think there's a lot of things that are good.
I agree.
So, should we move on to the news? Or you have
Let's get
anything else to?
some fun news.
Some fun, important news, right? And
Okay.
we had a comment, right, about like us being like fast in the news, right? And
Did
it's a
we?
fair fucking yeah, we did. It's a fair criticism, right? We're
Yeah.
like we shouldn't come here like we're like more like an impression of the news. We're telling you like
Oh, yeah.
approximately stuff that
Oh,
happens
that
during the week.
comment. Yeah.
Yeah, and if that's
I
something
don't know
that
that
piques your
that I don't
interest, you
know
can
that
go
that
look it up
was
yourself.
I don't know that that was a
Hmm?
fair comment. It was almost like the bit was the fact that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And he
Yeah,
was like, the comment was like, maybe you should know what you're talking about. I'm like, I know. I don't. That's what I said.
yeah,
But
but
it's fine.
yeah. So take what we say with a grain of salt. It's just like
Yeah.
we're come here like if you say like, oh, that's interesting, go look it up for yourself. Don't take us as primary source. You
Yeah.
can Google it, right? Google still exists. Uh, we're more like about giving the impression, stuff like that. So
Yeah, I don't know that there's been a whole lot of news, but I guess you're about to enlighten me.
not much news, but
There's almost
I have,
nothing going on in the world right now, you could say,
yeah,
or less.
in the world of RPG, there's almost nothing going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Uh, but I have a follow up on the we talked last show about like the Melf's Guide to Greyhawk
Right.
that Luke Gygax is gonna put out. Apparently, it's gonna be called the Shield Lens, so it's not gonna be called Melf's Guide to Greyhawk, which I think it's unfortunate. I think that was a better name.
The Shield Lens
Yeah, the Shield Lens. Yeah,
or Lance.
lens. Lands.
Oh,
Lens.
Lands. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. The Shield Lens.
Yeah, all right.
And the cover art that have been released that had been painted by Jeff Easley apparently was bought and gifted to Lud Gygax by the actor Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn?
Vince Vaughn? Is that
Oh,
how you
yeah,
say his name?
he's part of the D&D group was,
Is he?
that was, with the Big Show and that other guy.
Oh,
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
know
talking
that.
about? That big
No,
group?
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
think it was,
Critical Role?
it's like a bunch of stars were role playing together.
I didn't know that.
They're all huge too, like, they're all strangely large. Like, one of
Really?
them is,
Oh
oh,
yeah,
what's
Vince.
that
Like he's
dude's
like
name?
6'4", right? Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
You ever seen Brawl on Cell Block 66 or something like that?
Yeah.
That movie's pretty badass.
It's a goofy movie, but it was fun.
Well, that's
It's
Vince
kind of
Vaughn being a giant.
yeah, it's fucking stupid, but like I don't like for like
I
like I don't watch a lot of movie, but somehow I saw this one.
Yeah, it's kinda like a deep cut, I think, but
Yeah,
yeah, I seen it too. I like that movie.
yeah.
It's a
See,
good when you need some violence
yeah, not much story, but like
and a
I don't know.
strange amount of patriotism. It's kind of a weird movie. Anyways,
Yeah. And also like one thing about like this guide, apparently there's gonna be no writer from What's no designer from What's involved
mhm.
in this Shield Lens book. So at some point it was like presented as a collaboration, but apparently it's kind of not. So it's just gonna be like a third party product, I guess. So maybe that's interesting for some people.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't care either.
I was very interested, sorry. I was Yeah,
The
I don't care either. So
yeah,
it's not gonna be a WotC product? Is that what you're saying?
yeah. That's what I understand.
wasn't that kind of?
It
I thought
was
that was
kind
a
of presented in that
collab.
way.
I thought that was kind
Yeah,
of like the price.
that's the whole. That's the
Priced
point I
him
was making
into
there.
this.
That's
Yeah.
why it's in the news, because that's how it was presented. Like, oh
Yeah.
no, the look, guy's gonna do a collab with WotC to have the Smelf guides to Greyhawk.
Yeah.
And now, like, well, it's not gonna be a collab, and it's not gonna be called Melv's Guide to Greyhawk.
Weird.
So that's why I'm putting in the news. Like, yeah, it's kind of weird, but I don't really
Does he
care.
still? Does he still gonna work at WotC?
It doesn't work at WotC. Look, guys doesn't work at
Yeah.
WotC.
Oh,
Yeah.
the dude's name was Joe
Oh yeah,
Manganiello.
yeah, yeah,
So he had like a big D&D group with the Big Show and Vince
yeah.
Vaughn.
No, I never watched that. I
And
never
like
seen
this,
that.
I think it was like the bass guitarist from Rage Against the Machine or something. I don't remember.
Oh, what is fucking name?
I don't fucking
Tom
Bombadil, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I think that's exactly it. But we should watch that someday.
I'll ask my friend.
Send that to Crispy.
Okay.
For UA.
My friend here is gonna help me figure it out.
Good.
We'll figure it out. Okay. Yep. So Vince Vaughn, it was Rage Against the Machine. Tom Morello. The Big Show, DB Weiss, who's co-created Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Weiss and Benioff.
And also don't forget about Nick Manganiello, his brother. So there you go.
There you go.
Also mentioned to have played with him, James Gunn, Taron Killam.
Oh really?
Yeah. Chuck D, Public Enemy rapper. Anyways, I've just seen a lot of like YouTube content that's kind of like at the outside orbit of this game, like where they showed this dude who made like custom tables, and he like made this giant gaming table for this group. It was kind of cool. But anyways,
so they have actual play online?
No. It's just like one of those VIP tables you hear about, you know what I mean?
Oh, if you're cool enough, you can play with them.
If you're cool enough, you got to be vetted.
Like shit. Yeah. Yeah.
They're actors, bro.
Yeah. I would like to give Vince Vaughn a shot. Yeah. I like him.
Sure.
Yeah. I think he's one of the good guy in Hollywood.
Yeah.
One of the few that seem decent.
Sure.
The Hasbro website has been hacked. Has been targeted by cyber attack.
WotC.
Yeah.
Hasbro's done it again.
Yeah, it's unclear what data was compromised. Apparently, like the D&D website per se and D&D Beyond didn't went down, so maybe those were safe. But it might be something that if you have an account on the Hasbro website or some data there,
like Monopoly
you might want
Go?
or like
if you go billing information,
if you maybe, or if you purchase like some transformer model like directly from the website, right, something like that.
There you go.
So maybe something you want to check in. That's it.
Okay.
Now I'm not gonna say more about that. I don't know. It's like it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
But
I have a lot to say about it. I have a lot of opinions formed already.
Really? Enlighten us.
I had a dream, right?
Yeah.
And in my dream, Hasbro was having trouble financially. And so they decided, you know what? There's one more thing we can sell, our customers' information.
There you go. You think that's what it is?
And so what they did was, all right, well, here's how you get in. And then after they did it, it's like, uh-oh, guys.
Obviously, that's just a dream that Phil had. Like,
a dream.
Accusation here.
I'm not making an accusation.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh no. And then they were like, and they said, what are you going to do about it, Phil? And then I flew over there. I'm sure. That's the end of my tweet. That was the end of my tweet.
All
Crazy,
right.
right?
Yeah, crazy. Crazy that you dreamt about that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. You see what that is?
Draw Steel VTT.
The Draw Steel VTT is now out in early access.
$20 a month?
Is it a month?
No, I don't know.
Early access discount, $20.
Okay.
Yeah, like for me, it's gonna be in Canadian, so it's like $26. CDN. Yeah, we don't have any.
There you go.
But yeah, 5 user review. They're positive in general.
5 reviews.
Yeah, it's like I think it was fairly low, right? I was expecting more.
I wonder if you have to have access. I wonder if you have to have purchased it to access it.
Yes.
So everyone in your group has to buy it.
Oh, I assume yes. Yeah.
That's hardcore.
Oh yeah, that's hardcore. But the Kickstarter backer, I think probably have keys. I believe. See, all the 5 review are positive. But yeah, it was only released on the April 8th, right? It's not only a few days ago, 3 days ago. And well, you want to watch the video? I put the song.
Yes, of course I do. I love that. Hear the dice.
Line of sight.
Ooh, he just ricocheted off that wall.
It's a bit loud. Eh?
It's just like that dream I had.
Like Draw Steel is very like a board gamey, right? It's more like a skirmish kind of battle game than a role-playing game. So obviously, like,
well, role-playing games are a lot like board games, if you really think about it.
No. Think about it even more. They're not.
Think about it.
Yeah,
they're exactly like that. Is he surprised?
Who knows?
He burst in. Oh no, she was being a quest giver.
It's funny, like that. There's no people talking, right? It seemed like a video game that you would play alone, and I don't know if that's part of the plan at some point, but that would be like suited for this
highly scripted scenarios. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Just the way I like it.
You have like adventure coming into it with it. I guess I think so. But anyway,
it's a video. I want to see the level creator. I want to see what that looks like. Or are these all just pre-existing scenarios?
I don't know if there's anything about that. I didn't see anything about that. Yeah. So yeah, so that's
looks like pre-existing scenarios, Max.
Yeah. But when they made the big Kickstarter, they did talk about like making a VTT as part of the stretch goal. So there it is now. I don't know if it's gonna do anything special that other VTT don't do. I don't use VTT, so I'm not the guy to ask.
Click on the MCDM developer link.
Publisher or developer?
Well, either one. I want to know both of them.
There's nothing else.
Nothing else there. You should follow them. What's that one?
No, I'm not signing anyway.
Publisher.
Yeah.
Just that.
There's that. Yeah.
Just that one. Okay.
So that's that.
Our goal is to turn you from someone who wants to play TTRPGs into someone who wants to run them.
Both are fine. Both are fine. Anyway, that's that.
It's a good goal. It's not a bad goal.
It's not a bad goal, but it's also like a. I'm getting more uncomfortable with the idea of like always like putting the GM above the players, right? Like because like you say, right? The GM is the ceiling, is the floor of the game, but the player is the ceiling.
Yeah.
So like you don't necessarily want like it's not like, oh, you get like once you're gonna get good, you're gonna start just being a player and you're gonna start being a GM. No, like you can just be like a fucking good player.
Yeah.
and elevate the game much more, right? I think it's I think we kind of have to move away from that, right? It's good to run games too and be able to run games sometime, right? But it doesn't make you better. It doesn't make you like, doesn't mean you're more invested in the game necessarily if you play right. Oftentimes the GM doesn't want to be, going to be more invested, but because like they're a shit player.
That's interesting. So you're saying because, and I don't know if this is what you're saying, but this is what I'm hearing, this is what I'm thinking, is that when we elevate the GM, it kind of prevents the player from believing in their own agency, maybe, and trying to elevate the game on their own, or thinking that they have like some kind of agency or ability to generate a good game.
I think that goes a bit further than what I was saying, but it's also like there's a lot of like a gassed up GM, right? People that they think they're the shit and stuff like that. A lot of problem we see is like the GM that listen to hear themselves talk too much and want to force their story, and I think a lot of the GM need to be fucking humbled. You're not like, you're not more important. You're not more like, you're not like the be all and all the game. You're not like the cornerstone, right?
Can I say this though?
What?
The GMs have bad players.
Yeah.
And so when their players suck,
yeah,
like they they basically have to play high school teacher.
It's a chicken and egg kind of situation.
Be interested.
It's a chicken and egg kind of situation because because like the GM trained their players to be passive. What?
And the same way, I mean, it's circular. Like the player's going to train the GM to be, to be dragging them through their game,
Yeah.
Because the player's like, I don't know what to do. Have you ever talked to like a woman before like that?
I've talked to a woman before.
You ever spoken to like a woman?
Yeah. I had this unfortunate experience before. But
yeah, you know what I mean.
Like, it's hard to solve, right? But I think a lot of the GM, like, they do train their player to be passive, like, when they re-narrate everything, when they force them on a railroad and stuff like that. And
yeah, I agree. I mean, I 100% agree with you. It's just when you talk to these GMs and you say, no, do it like this.
Yeah.
Every single time it feels like they say, well, what happens when your player's a total moron and a douchebag?
Yeah. That's always also like the
point.
thing. Like,
so many stop playing with them too, just like they should stop playing with you.
Yeah, I'm sure that's fun for your group, but my player are fucking dumb and uninterested, right? It's like, oh well, maybe you can find.
I'm playing with 6 frogs. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I could see that could be an issue.
Yeah,
no offense.
But, yeah.
No.
Anyway,
players suck too. I'm just saying, players suck too.
Yeah, players sucks too.
It's a problem.
But you also have to meet them where they are, right? At some point, and I don't think like putting like the GM on pedestal is the solution to that.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If players sucks, oftentimes it's oftentimes, like, in my opinion, also a DM kind of problem. But,
right, but I'm saying, like, is it the player being shitty putting the GM on the pedestal? You know what I mean? Maybe.
But like, if the player are being shitty, right? You don't solve that by the GM being taking more in charge of the game. Like, the GM have to step back and try to push the player to take more of the agency and stuff like that, right? So it's not like about like, oh, your player not engaged, so force it down, like, shove it down their throat even more, right?
Yeah.
Or they don't want to swallow, just fucking push harder in their throat. No, they're just gonna fucking gag even more, right? And then they're gonna puke at some point.
What's happening?
I don't know, and I'm just like, I got lost in the image.
I got lost. All I'm doing is like shoving something down someone's throat now. I don't actually know what's happening. I'm here for it. But
Yeah. So
I was just
you know,
saying,
just step back a bit.
it does require revolutionary action from both the player and the GM. It takes a reset of both.
Yeah.
Can't change the mindset of the GM with the players doing the same thing, which
Yeah.
I believe. I think we can come to some common ground before we choke this man to death.
Yeah, that's that's what we try to achieve, right?
Yeah. Before the person that my ear trumpet is being immersed with chokes to death.
Exactly.
I think we can do that.
Because you immerse yourself in his
He
stroke.
can't help himself. He's immersed.
All right, let's move on. Free league.
Good for you. Good for you.
There you go. I love that. I love that attitude. My players are great.
Yeah,
It's me that sucks. That's the best scenario because you can work on yourself.
Yeah, it's way easier to fix yourself than to fix others.
Exactly. So you're in the best spot, my friend.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah. Be happy. Terrible. Rejoice. So Free League, I talk about Free League because of obviously like the Free League is the one publishing Morgborg as well. Yeah, Free League is publishing Morgborg and is publishing Coriolis. So two of the games that I bought are for Free League. There you go. I guess I'm a big fan of Free League. They did announce that they're expanding their kind of equivalent of open game license, right? Where they allow like third party to publish game for some of their game and keep the revenue and stuff like that. They now expanded it for 5 titles, 5 brand, I guess. The 2 Coriolis, so Coriolis the Great Dark and Coriolis the Third Horizon. Forbidden Lands, Dragonbane.
You're a big Forbidden Lands guy too.
Symbaroum. Yeah. Yes.
Free League.
Yeah. I think Free League have very good games.
Okay.
It's an interesting game company.
If you had to do a top 5 publisher,
yeah,
how are you doing that?
I would do that. Free League would certainly be into it. Chaosium would certainly be into it.
Yeah.
Then it goes thin, to be honest. Like Modifius got games I like.
Okay, top 3.
Yeah.
Maybe Modifius in the top 3.
Maybe Modifius in the top 3. Or
how are you not playing Dune with me, man?
Yeah, we'll play Conan. We should play Conan.
Look how pretty this thing is. Modifius makes pretty books too. Boom. Yeah. Can you see it yet?
Nope.
You see
it? Nope. Oh, I got a glimpse. Yep.
Look at that guy.
My trumpet is asking, is Mr. Max a Dragonbane person? I can see him playing a Mallard. To be honest, like Dragonbane didn't do anything to me. It didn't like that was kind of a miss from Free League to me. Like I get why people like it, but like for me, like, it doesn't bring anything new enough. And I'm not a big fan of Ducks either, to be honest. Yeah,
not a duck guy.
I'm not a duck guy.
No. Interesting.
Yeah,
it's a fine bird.
It tastes good.
Okay, well, what's not to like? You just don't like? You think they're ugly or something?
I don't like their. You ever seen like a duck's cock?
No.
It's terrifying.
But I imagine if I did, I'd be turned off completely.
Oh yeah, it makes you dislike duck.
Be like, you know what? Max was
Fuck
right.
Those duck. Yep.
Okay, I'll just defer to you.
Yeah.
They're not getting any of my bread, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I don't like, I don't hate ducks, but I'm not enamored by them.
Okay.
There you go. Elf Hunter know what I'm talking about. It is indeed terrifying. Yeah, it's one of the most
common knowledge.
It's one of the most one of the scariest penis in nature, I guess. Cats are rough too, I gotta admit, but ducks, something else.
We got a lot of good quotes coming out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a duck's cock? Yeah.
Keep that one in the.
That's Anyway, let's move on from that.
Let's
Mongoose
have some
Publishing.
fun. What's
Mongoose
the
Publishing. What?
mongoose
Mongoose Publishing.
for?
Yeah, which
Okay,
make
that's up
Traveler.
there.
They announced a new game called Dark Conspiracy, which is a
Oh,
modern
I
day
thought you were putting it in
horror.
your top 5,
No,
but
I'm
this is
not.
more news. Okay.
Yeah, it's more news. So it's a new game called Dark Conspiracy that is a modern day dark horror kind of game, like kind of X-File kind of stuff.
Okay.
That use Traveler like or Traveler adjacent rules, they said. So I guess it's gonna be based on Traveler, but
Do they have a
like
life path?
I don't know more detail than that.
I'd
But
like to
that's
see a
what they say. Like,
modern life path. That'd be
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, it would be interesting. They didn't say that they use the Traveler rules, but they said it's going to be a Traveler adjacent system. So,
Mm-hmm.
what does that mean, right? Like, how far are they going to go? But
It
in the same
means you
time that
roll
they do like a
2d6
Traveler
and add a
5e.
bonus
Yeah,
potentially. So, which I
yeah,
like. So,
yeah. Talking about rolling 2d6, Dark Horse, which published out of a manga, by the way.
yeah.
They announced that they're gonna publish Octopath Traveler TTRPG. Uh, yeah, Dark Conspiracy. Has that been a while? That's been around for a while. I don't think so. Dark Conspiracy, no. Dark Conspiracy. Dark Conspiracy has been around for a while. Yeah.
I'm just now being brought up to speed with this duck conspiracy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's quite the thing. But yeah. So Octopath Traveler, you know what that is? It's a video
No.
game. It's a kind of like Final Fantasy JRPG type kind of
Yeah,
video game.
that does sound familiar actually.
There's a big cult following,
Okay.
and now in October there's gonna be like a role playing game that's gonna be like 2d6 based. I don't know much more than that about the system, right? I don't know if they're gonna do like a because like Goblin Slayer is 2d6 based. I also, but that's basically like using the Swords World system, and I wouldn't be surprised if Octopath Traveler would do the same thing, to be honest. But we'll have to see.
Okay.
Looking like I was wondering if it was Dark Horse publishing this one, but it's not. Oh, okay. I got a bunch of things coming up now. I'm gonna show up on screen. Maybe we can go a little faster in them because we've been on another tangent.
Yeah, we got to get to Reddit.
Yeah. Monte
Jewel
Cook.
in the sky.
Okay, there's a thing. There's a thing. Like apparently, there's a mega dungeon month going on, right? So there's a bunch of people that published
the month of
Mega
April is
Dungeon.
Mega Dungeon month.
Mega Dungeon month. Apparently, somebody decided. So there's a bunch of people that published Mega Dungeon. Wait, am I? No, Maya Trumpet is saying Dark Conspiracy is a near future horror role playing game and published by Game Designer Workshop in 1991 in March 2025. Maybe they're doing a new. I don't know what to tell you, man. Just like I just saw like that Mongoose Traveler announced that they're doing one, so maybe they're just like reusing the name. Oh, acquired. Okay, there you go. The Mongoose Publishing acquired the Dark Conspiracy property from its IP owner in March 2000, and then they're gonna publish it. They're gonna release it now, 1 year later. Which I guess okay. Thank you for
We're gonna get
the
roasted in the
supplement of
comments.
information. Yeah.
Bro.
Well, that's good to have like a
Thank
knowledgeable
God my
chat.
trumpet's here.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, okay. So Jewel in the Sky. That's by Monte Cook, and it's raking in $146,000 now with 20 days left to go. If you're into Mega Dungeon, we're just gonna go through a few of them with big name, but there's more.
Jewel in the Sky.
Yeah, they're all on backer
like
kit.
a fantasy sci-fi type thing going on here.
That's one thing interesting. The book can present the same setting adventure in two ways. One as played as a high fantasy scenario, and one played as a space opera sci-fi kind of thing. So it
Okay.
kind of covered like two different tone or theme, I guess, in the same book with just like different interpretation. But yeah, so there's that. Let's do the next one.
I like that creature. I like
You
their
like that creature?
creature design.
Should I put the link in
I mean, that
the
first
chat?
one's disturbing as shit.
If you go to
It's
Backer
like the
Kid and you go like
spaceman.
to you see like there's Mega Dungeon month, like you can if I click on that, you can look at that on Backer Kid. There's a bunch of them. We're just gonna look at a few here. This one, Castle White Rock. This one is by Goodman's Game that do DCC Dungeon Crawl Classic. So
Okay.
another mega dungeon. This one, from what I understand, you can add. It's a box set, so with a bunch of booklet in there, and you can get it either in DCC version or in D&D 5e version. So I thought that was like worth note. They're making quite a bit of money, $420,000.
Good.
Again, 20 days to go because they're all
Can you
ending
explain
up
to
in the
me?
same.
Let's talk mega dungeons for a second.
Yes.
Can you explain to me the kind of the appeal there, or the understood appeal?
I can't. I'm sorry.
Is it literally like a Diablo-esque type adventure?
Yeah, I guess that'd be a fair way to put it. Like the first Diablo, it's a big dungeon. You go deeper and deeper, and you can do a whole like campaign from level 1 to 2 to. I guess
People
this one
usually
doing
like
1 to
live in
15.
it, or do they like delve so far and then get out and then like
Sometimes you have to get
harvest
out and then you
it
get back in, and then when you go down, you find like, oh, there's a path up to the surface. Like, you know, when in Diablo, when you go to the catacomb and then
get a
you can
portal,
go back up, yeah, or portal, or you're there. Oh, there's a stairway
your
here.
house scroll.
Yeah. So I can't really explain you the appeal because it doesn't really appeal to me.
Yeah.
It's like, for me, it's like, oh, dungeons are cool, but what if it was a mega dungeon, bigger, right? It's like just, I guess that's the appeal,
Yeah.
right?
Yo,
Imagine this
dog.
dungeon. It's like a
I heard
dungeon,
you
but
like
it's like 30
dungeons.
level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
okay. I mean, like you're basically talking about your standard 20-year long campaign that everyone's always in.
Here they say,
but
like,
it's all a dungeon.
30 level of dungeon and a year real-time adventure. So, you know, it's it's gonna take you a year to go to that book. Like if you play every week, you're gonna be every week in the same dungeon. So
your results may vary.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that they offer both DCC and 5e. Yeah, there's a bunch of like
smart. It's probably smart. Do you get both or do you pick?
I think you pick.
Probably pick with an option to get both. Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably why they made like so much money, because they went 5e, like because like a Monte Cook Monte Cook's for like the cipher system, obviously. This one by Cobalt Press. Still, I'm surprised because Cobalt Press used to be a big publisher, and now they're doing it's still good money, right? Like almost 50,000.
Yeah,
but it's much less than the other one, and they're going to 5e. They're not doing Tale of the Valiant, I guess. Which is their game, their system. I don't know, but I guess also like they kind of retrofitted Tale of the Valiant to be, oh, it's just gonna be 5e again. Like when the OGL, you remember that? When the OGL scandal happened, and and WotC wanted to take away the OGL, and everybody was upset, and Cobalt Press say, oh, we're gonna have like Project Black Flag, and we're raising our flag, and we'll make our own system, and we're gonna be OGL and stuff like that. And then WotC went back and said, hey, you know what? Okay, we're not gonna take away the OGL. So, oh, well, another Tale of the Valiant, the game we're working on, we're just gonna make it 5e again.
I love your impressions. That's the best. Yeah. That's the best corporate impression ever. Oh, we're gonna.
Yeah, that's how I imagine they talk.
Yeah.
That's so they have like a Mega Dungeon month. So if you're interested in that, there's a bunch of them. Like there's other like Grim Hollow and Dungeonium, right?
Okay.
There's
What
some
about
like a
Castle Zagig?
apparently those are like some it's made by Troll Lord, and
It's
apparently
Gary
some like
Gygax made that one.
yeah, it's Gary Gygax. It's like some castle, some mega dungeon designed by Gary Gygax, but that never been released, and somehow they got their hand on it, and now they're releasing it. And I guess they probably make good money. Yeah,
I
I
would
make
say
good money.
Castle Zagig sounds like Gygax.
Guy Gaz.
It's like backwards.
Yeah, yeah. Guy
Yeah.
Gads. Yeah.
Gygaz.
You wouldn't say like you probably like you replace the Z at the Z
Yeah.
at the start with an X, and but then it wouldn't like be pronounceable.
No one would be able to say it. They'd hate it.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I guess you're
I gotta
right.
say, I'm not a big fan of the name Zagig either.
Me neither. A third of a million. It's not nothing to to sneeze at, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Good,
So
good
that's
stuff.
it. That's it
Mega Dungeon.
about the Mega Dungeon. Oh, I think another thing I want to present. I'm gonna share with you.
What would you want your Mega Dungeon to be like, Max?
They would
5e.
no.
Is it 5e?
No. I was about to think about system. I was talking about talk about tone, I guess, right?
Yeah, that is what I meant.
It would start like probably like a natural cave, and then like it connect back to a build structure, and then like the deeper you go, at some point it becomes like organic, and then like wall made of guts.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, like go weird, right? I don't know. What do you
I'd want to do
a Mega Dungeon?
something like a 40K Hive City.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, I did at some point like at some point there was like a Mega Dungeon year, right? Where like every day you're supposed to make a level of a dungeon, and then or every week, and every day you make a level, a room or whatever, and then like every month you have a level, and then you have 12 level after a year, right? There was like those people making this, trying to push that.
And then you'd like
nobody
put them
really
on top of each other. It'd be like really strange, like really gonzo, like
yeah. No, it was a way to encourage like people like just to create like more Mega Dungeon. It was a few years ago. And almost nobody stuck with it. A lot of people were like, "Oh, I'm doing the Mega Dungeon year," and then like after like in February, like nobody would keep up to it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm the same, right? At some point, like I say, hey, do I want to jump on that trend?
Don't
and
go
then I
to
start
your
like
don't go to your drafting table with that voice. I can tell you that. So you're not getting it done.
Exactly. But I started thinking about like what I would do as a Mega Dungeon, right? And I had this and I made it like an island basically in mine, and it was an old island where like a kind of like an ancient evil god was. The island was made basically to trap an ancient evil god.
Cool.
That they couldn't kill.
That almost sounds kind of like the guy Sklanders. Potentially that story. Remember?
Oh yeah,
exposition thing.
Yeah. But the thing is like what was specific in that was the kind of like the blood of this deity was seeping through the rock of the mountain, and people didn't know what it was, but they would mine that, and it was kind of making a drug.
Interesting.
And if you abused it, it would mutate you. But it was kind of like a ember kind of ichor, like that would like you would dig in the rock, and then like there was all those mine, and the deeper they dug, the closer they would get to this
more pure.
Well, they would get like bigger vein, right, of this thing they would get, but they would also get closer to this deity, like, or this like a demon, I guess. Anyway, it was kind of the idea of that, and I wanted to make like, because I wanted to make the Mega Dungeon, but just not make it like oh, you just go deeper and deeper, right? Like it's like, well, there's the village where you arrive, and then you go a little deeper, and then you go to the mine, and and then it become more like a
More of
traditional
the
dungeon. But
anything can be a dungeon
yes, exactly.
sort
Yeah,
of.
there's a place where it's like the garden where they are in the field where they grow stuff. Uh, but yeah, and the population of the island, they because like of they were getting all mutated because of this substance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now like they were at a point where like basically the whole population would become a monster that you could fight, like, or crazy and stuff like that, insane. It's very potent drug. Anyway,
Cool.
maybe at some point I revisit it. I forget exactly what it is. That was a few years ago, right? But at some point, like I was like planning, like,
You ditched it in around March. And
well,
around
it's because
March, you're like, you know what?
I never restarted. I was just like planning, right? Because like before, like instead of like just saying like, oh, I'm gonna just make a level every day or like a room every day, and then after a month I'm gonna level. I wanted to have like a little more planning ahead, right? Knowing where I'm gonna go. If I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna have 12 level, what are gonna be, right? One of them is gonna be like there's gonna be a smuggler cave, like some people that go there and like export illegally like this substance, and then there's gonna
some
be the
sort of
port where,
continuity and verisimilitude in your Mega
yeah,
Dungeon
yeah, exactly,
versus like
yeah,
the Smurf level and then the
yeah. Yeah, just for
Transformers
some
level.
just for some reason now, like, oh,
Yeah.
now like now it's sentient chair that are populating this
You
place
find
and
yourself
furniture.
in a
Yeah,
Minotaur's labyrinth.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I wanted to have something that was a little more sensical and a little more design, right?
Right.
But anyway, I didn't do it. Maybe at some point, but I don't like module. Maybe at some point, if I have nothing else to do, but I always have other
Yeah.
project that I'd rather do, right?
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah.
I'd rather you play Mountain Blade, frankly.
Yeah, exactly.
5e.
Yeah. I don't have much to say. We talked about it, that Mongoose Traveler was doing a Traveler in 5e, and I was saying like I don't
Is
know
it
who
Mongoose?
would want that. Ah, maybe not.
I don't see Mongoose anywhere on this.
No, they say like it's world largest RPGs, right? I don't know
Oh.
what that is, who they are, but I don't know who they are. But Mongoose is the one like owning the Travelers, right? So who knows?
Don't know.
Hmm.
Isn't there so the other version of Traveler that is not Mongoose doesn't exist? Any of those guys don't own Traveler at all?
It's not published anymore.
Okay.
Yep. So, but I just wanted to show that because they're making quite a bit of dough.
Yeah.
500,000 with 34 days left to go. And when the news were coming up that, like, when we first covered the news that there was going to be like a 5e D&D 5e version of Traveler, I was wondering, like, who the fuck won that? Traveler exists, and it's going to change the tone quite a bit, right? System and form.
Oh,
tone.
this is the D20 one we were talking about.
Yes.
This is
yes.
the 5e D20. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So apparently, a lot of people wants that.
Yeah. Finally.
So
Sci-fi
yeah.
that I can roll my 20 die on.
Yeah.
Poor Shauner.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He would not be pleased on those forums right now, I could tell you.
And look at that. You can have like those miniatures. So if you want to play with your board game type, right? Like with your book with maps, you can put the miniature on. So
I mean, I'm not gonna hate on minis. I kind of like minis. Not for role playing, but
not for role playing.
I don't know. I like little plastic shit like that.
Yeah.
More because
that's it
from a modeling painting thing.
That's it. That's one of those big Kickstarter.
Let's check out their Catman.
The Aslan?
The Aslan. Yeah. There it is.
You got one here, right?
Yeah. Are they big like that? One. I never know the proper Aslan.
I don't know. I don't know much about them. Despite being a Catboy aficionado.
Yeah. Oh, let's look at the mini for the Aslan.
I don't know if there's one.
There must be.
No.
They're just hotties.
Yeah.
How do you not have an Aslan mini? What are we doing?
They might not reveal everything, right? Where's that?
Why
I don't
wouldn't
know.
they?
Saving some.
Like, I feel like people that like minis would want an Aslan mini. Hot.
Yeah,
Okay, well, whatever.
whatever.
There's Mongoose. It's Mongoose.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. I don't know why they went out with different name on that. Uh, public access. No, we're just taking the looking at Kickstarter that are doing particularly well, or a crowdfunding campaign that are doing like well. Shut up. Public access. It's a horror game, kind of modern horror game, based on kind of found footage or in movie, right? You know, like that's the fiction they try to emulate.
Hmm.
Like it's in Canadian, right? So that's almost 500,000 with only 1 day to go, 24 hours to go, right?
Gotta
So
get
if
it
you're into
in.
that, if you're
This
into
is
that,
like the Blair Witch Project
yeah, yeah, basically
sort
yes.
of feel. Okay.
Or they did some other one, right? I'm not like I, at some point, like in the
I'm not either.
2010s, it was like a big trend of like found footage film.
There's a lot
So
of
there's a
like,
bunch of
there's this
them. I
kind
never
of,
see any of them.
my kid is like into weird stuff like that. Like,
All right.
she's like, she really likes the kind of like urban legend monster, you know, like Siren Head or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Kind of
Nope.
creepy pasta
Yeah,
type
I know what creepypasta are.
creatures.
Yeah. Okay. And this is done by they did like those people doing that. They did other stuff as well. They did like Brindlewood. Uh, what is the creator? Brindlewood Bay, cozy murder mystery RPG, but that like that was kind of big. Those
Okay.
one I never heard. I know like this one was a big
Well
success.
funded as
Or
well.
yeah, well funded as well. So that's
Cool.
one.
I like murder mystery dinner things.
When
It's not
society
super role playing,
collapsed.
but it's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, like I don't know, like how role
It's like a
playing
social
it is.
deduction game,
Yeah.
which I like. I like those a lot.
So when society collapsed, Damnation, a tabletop RPG that also look very like a more party game than
Oh,
or
weird. It's like a
storytelling
pop-up
game than a
book? What am I
yeah.
looking at?
It is a pop-up book. And you have like those mini there, like those tendies, I guess they would be called.
Ah,
It's it's kind of like a near future when society collapse, I guess. And then like I don't know, you like go around in the EP van
okay.
and you got your tendies character and the pop-up book of the van, the pop-up van. Um,
Very interesting.
you think so?
Yeah.
You see, like
You don't think this is interesting? It's like
it's
you kind of
very
set up.
gimmicky.
It is very gimmicky. It's got like props, you know?
Yeah,
And it's a gimmick.
it's neat in the sense. It's not what I'm looking for in a role playing game.
Of course.
The theme of like this
It's much more in the fiasco
yeah,
genre, I would say, of game, just
yeah,
based off of like the idea of having sort of like props and like scene pieces and stuff. It's kind of interesting. Are those all different
yeah.
pop-up books?
Those are the class you can be:
Oh, there's
animal
the
dude,
classes. Okay.
librarian, feral, archivist, farmer.
It looks like individual cards or something.
I didn't look too much
Oh,
into it.
that
It's not like
I bet it's the back of that. I bet
oh
it's the
maybe
back
yeah,
of that
yeah.
card.
Animal dude, right there. You got like an observation 8. You got just stat there,
It looks
and
like
then
it
you got like
folds
little
out.
cube you can put on. Yeah, it's
Very crafty, very paper craft. I
yeah.
think that's interesting. But like you said, I mean, it's not.
It seemed like it's making a lot of money, almost 500,000
Yeah.
too. With 18 days to go. It's not a product for me, but I like looking at those big Kickstarter because I'm always interested in where the hobby is going, the direction the hobby is going into.
Mhm.
And I guess like that's also like that kind of inform us on that, right?
Yep.
what people that are not me are excited about, right?
It's
I'm not the
very
future of the
much
hobby. It's past.
board games have become very designer, and
Yeah.
they've become a lot more like allowing for creative outlet.
Yeah.
And so I think it's starting to blend in more and more like that.
Yeah, but I think they're also like moving a lot away from the.
I think it's an evolution of board games is what I'm saying. I don't think
Yeah,
this
it's
is,
yeah, exactly. It's taking away from the role
and
play, in my
role-playing
opinion.
games are like moving to meet
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But this is very much like a murder mystery, like a dinner party or like a
Yeah.
casual game like that.
Yeah.
And I love
It seems to be made
having
like to be very jokey, right?
I love hanging out with people that like that stuff. I love doing it. So
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
hate
I'm
it.
not against it, right? It's like, but I would
Especially if there's
approach that
beer.
also like in a very different way. Yeah, it's very like beer and pretzel kind of thing. I would approach
Yeah.
that in a very different way than I approach like I'm not looking to get immersed in that. I'm looking to laugh
Yeah.
and make jokes
Yeah. Of
and be
course.
silly, right?
And that's what the art
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
that's what the art is implying as well, in
Yeah.
my opinion. Engendering that sort of tone.
Yeah. For Moria by Free League Game. Another Free League game based on the Mark Borg thing too.
Oh.
And about its folk
I didn't
horror.
catch the money.
The money?
How we at? Oh, it's very
250,000 almost. It's in the no, it's
it's
given
crazy the money in these things, man.
in crown. Yeah, 250,000 Canadian. So yeah, almost 250,000 American, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe like
Do you just I mean, I appreciate that we're looking at all these and maybe you want to talk about it, but you're a game designer.
well,
So you're an aspiring game designer, we'll say.
yeah, let's say
Do you
that.
think more money would make it easier for you to design your game? Like if
No,
I just gave you $200,000, would you be like, "Oh, good, now I can finish Bastard Sword"?
not in my case. In a
Yeah.
lot of people's case, yes, because it could mean like they can work full time on their game, right? Instead of like having to do a job. But I
Yeah.
don't have a job. So I don't
Yeah.
have an excuse.
You just kinda but you like taking your time with it, you thinking about everything
Yeah.
3 times before you do anything.
Yeah. I could
It's like
hire help for something that could help, I guess. You know, I could hire
what would you hire help to do?
editing, layout,
Okay.
art.
Is
Maybe I
that
would
the
like to pay like
time
somebody to help me design, like some other designer.
but that's, like,
Test, depending
later.
on what money. Yeah. Yeah.
You're still designing the game, like, you
Yeah.
as far as, like, product design, sure, but I
Yeah.
don't know that you're even
And
ready for that.
and then also like well, those games are probably like further along than I am, right? Too like
Yeah.
not always because despite what people think, Bastard Choice is like it's getting there, right? Like there's a lot of things that are like
Mhm.
I might like hire somebody like for additional writing, right? And would just like get some guidelines and stuff like that because sometimes I take a long time with that. Like maybe you could get a draft
So if
for
I
like
gave you $2,000,000, you
I could
would
get a team,
not
right?
who would you hire?
Uh Tyler,
Tyler?
yeah, yeah, probably. I'll give
Oh,
him a try for sure. He's an editor, right? That's what he studied and that's what he went to school
yeah.
for. Yeah,
I just figured, if you wanted more I figured you're more still in, like, the game design phase. So,
yeah.
who would you hire anyone to help you with game design?
Maybe I could
Interesting.
hire somebody. Yeah, to
Who would
bounce
you go?
idea
Who would you
off
go
with.
for?
Uh,
Go look at
I'm
Free
not-
League? Go poach some people out of Free League?
no. I need somebody that get the vision, right? That gets the might not be like somebody that is a game designer, but just somebody like from the 40 crowd and stuff like that that understand
Mm,
what's I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to achieve.
and they probably help you without $2,000,000 though.
Maybe.
Anyways, forget it.
But
I'm
yeah,
not giving you $2,000,000 now. You
uh,
squandered it. You squandered that opportunity.
very nice art.
Yeah. That's another thing that
Uh,
money gets you.
yeah, yes. But so yeah, making decent money, and I'm a fan of free league, so I'm probably not gonna get it though, but maybe I will at some point. Yeah, I don't know why.
Leaving
I
your
just like
options open.
yeah.
It looks
But yeah.
anthropomorphic. Are we anthropomorphic right now? I saw a
No,
few like beast people.
they're for Mori.
Yeah.
They're like
The only thing I know about Fomori
I
is
guess
from
yes.
Werewolf the Apocalypse.
I guess they are anthropomorphic. Yeah.
Elfhunter is going to help you for 1.5 million. You get to pocket the other 500,000.
Oh, there you go. I can.
Easy.
Yeah. But so that's I guess. That's all the news I had. There you go. That was quite a lot. I didn't expect to do that much, to be honest.
It was both
I didn't.
fun and important.
Yeah. We went long, but there was a lot of like aside and stuff like that. And I guess that's the point too, right? Just like we're discussing
It's true.
what's happening in the hobby, right? And giving an impression and
Things
the
are
future,
happening.
Right? Things are happening. There's direction. Like the hobby is going into a certain direction, whether we like it or not.
You put your game on Kickstarter, it's going to get a few $100,000. That's the lesson of.
No. Gonna get nothing on Kickstarter. That's it. We wanted to do something special this week, something new. We discussed it when we did the video reaction to Jacob, where he was going to when he was reacting to Reddit posts, and we discussed like, why don't we go and look at the Reddit post?
I remember thinking how stupid that video was while I was watching it. I was like, I'm reacting to a guy reacting to a comment in a Reddit post.
Yeah. So
What's
we thought
happened?
like, let's try to cut the middleman and let's go and react to Reddit posts ourselves.
At least one of the 5 middlemen in that exchange. No,
yeah.
I'm being hyperbolic. I might be being hyperbolic right now.
So let's do that.
Okay.
Another bumper for that. I should have done one, but I
let's
just
talk
fun.
What's the other?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess we can use that bumper. There you go.
Use it.
Let's just say that. Let's talk fun. There you go.
Let's talk fun.
Yeah. Forgot it didn't say interview. Let's talk fun. So what do we got here? I pre-selected a few.
Thank God. Thank you.
That I thought it could be interesting to talk about.
Should we be supportive? Should we be sort of acerbic? Is that a word?
It's a word, yeah.
Should we be just fun havers?
No, we're just gonna take what they say and
okay, roast them.
Look at the post and
let's just see what happens. We'll see what happens.
If they're good advice, they're good advice. If they have shit advice, they have shit advice, right? It's like let's just be frank.
Yeah.
And tell me if you can read them, because it's probably if you read.
I'll read them.
Better if you read them than if I
can
do,
read.
because I can't.
Okay, I'll read them. I have a better screen than you, probably.
Better and well, so
it's larger.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 10 best DM tips from 10 years of being a DM.
There you go.
Finally. This is from our DMAcademy.
Yeah.
Obvious disclaimer. There's no such thing as
come from our DMAcademy. So
this guy's a top 1% poster. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Obvious disclaimer. There's no such thing as a pro or master DM. And not all tips will work for all people. I just wanted to give back to the community with some knowledge I picked up over the last 10 years.
Get some balls, man.
Seriously.
This
is a thing that kind of gets annoying. It's like when people get sick of you, it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Maybe Reddit. But when people get sick of you, it becomes a problem. When they decide, it's like, well, as soon as someone starts saying, well, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as
Yeah.
I hear that sentence, I know that I'm not going to talk to this
Yeah.
person anymore.
I agree with you. It's like, yeah, of course it is. And if you disagree, you can share your opinion and then you can have a conversation, right? That's how it works.
Yeah.
Like,
I hate
like
that.
people that say that, like, it's like, did you never like talk to a human being before, right? That's we discuss things that are very subjective, right? Like I tell you
Yeah.
my point of view, you tell me your point of view.
Mhm.
We discuss like why we see
Uh-oh.
things. It's your opinion fit exactly.
It's a good point,
Yeah,
Mayor Trumpet. I'm sorry if I
yeah, man.
seemed
That's kind of like
objective with my words.
mm.
Uh,
I scanned that quickly. I didn't read it all the thing, right? Because I
okay,
want to keep
let me
it
start
short.
reading it. Let me start reading it.
Yeah.
Okay, number 1, know that by seeking out tips on how to be a better DM, you're already probably a decent DM. There are a lot of bad actors in this. Let me just read the quick subtext.
Yep.
There are a lot of bad actors in this hobby, people who just want to power trip, bully others, play out their own personal fantasies, and settle scores. I agree. If you care about your player's experience enough to not only not do these things, but also try to improve at your skills, then cut yourself some slack. You're doing great. Okay, 2 totally different things. Like, people will bully others, power trip, and play out their own personal fantasies and settle scores, but they may not be doing that consciously.
Yep. And
And so
I
they are
we set up
trying
like
to put their dressing on top
yeah,
of their toxic fit DM
yeah,
so that
and
they can appear as though
it
they
goes
know what
back to
they're
what we were
doing.
talking earlier, right? About like shoving thing down people's throat, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Let's get
and
back to
like
that.
and there's we can see that a lot when people like GM like singing advice, like basically they're saying like, oh, I'm trying to shove this thing down the throat of my player
Mhm.
and they're resisting. How can I be more efficient at shoving it down even harder, right? And
Yeah.
that's so. I think he might have a point that if you do, like, it's true. What he's saying at first is true. There's a lot of bad actor, people that try to bully, power trip, and stuff like that. We say that a lot, like the level of GM that are just there for a go trip, that like to listen to themselves talk. They just want to try to impress the player at the table, and player also try to impress others at the table.
I would also say that this is not a tip.
It's not.
This is just him once again couching
Yeah, it's a bit of
his
toxic positivity, I would say.
bullshit. I'm not an authority on anything.
Yeah,
Please
and it's like,
don't
no,
yell at me.
you're doing good. Let me pat you on the back for no reason.
Hey,
Yeah, have your participation trophy.
first of all, if you're reading my post, I'm your friend.
Yeah,
Like, oh, okay.
yeah,
I like this guy.
yeah,
Thanks. Number 2,
yeah.
most
But
problems.
wait,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
but like, I think that it's probably likely also that the people looking for tips, yeah, not like people resisting. No, exactly.
He watches a lot of videos on how to make sure
Yeah,
people take things
yeah.
that he gives
Stop
them.
resisting caress.
Mhm.
Like instead of like the cops.
Take more of a try to speak softer. That's what I would
Yeah.
recommend.
But
Speak more softly.
the yeah, like I think you might have a point that if people are looking to improve them, already it's a good thing, right? Already, like, yeah, I guess, like,
And
because
that's
there's also GM that think like they don't need to improve, like, oh, I've
yeah.
been doing that forever, right? It's like, and like
Mhm.
those big cock attitude, right? And
Exactly.
that's a
That's
problem.
a big cornerstone for what we talk about, and most of the opponents to it are very much
Yep,
consider themselves an authority.
yep,
You need to understand that you might be wrong. So,
yeah. So yeah,
just like me, I already said last episode I'm wrong about everything. So, don't listen
there
to
you
me.
go.
You ready?
Yeah, yep.
Number 2, most problems people running their games have could be solved with better recruiting. Oh, you
Vetting
should
your
never
player, yeah.
DM for someone before you've sat down and had a decent chat with them. Get a feel for what they like and don't like in a game, what kind of person they are, would you guys vibe, etc. Detailed sign-up forms are helpful for this too.
Mm,
Nobody's entitled to play a game you are running. If you take the time to really curate who you let at your table, you avoid 99% of all D&D horror stories. 100%. I don't know about forms. I know you like forms.
No, I don't.
You like to create forms.
I try to make like useful tool for people, like as a jumping off point for a conversation, right?
Yeah. In a 3-page.
Will you ever forgive me for doing that? It's like it was a personal affront.
I'll try to. I'll see if I find it. I'll see if I can find it.
You don't have to use it, Phil. You don't have to use it. It's there for people that want to use it.
You know what? That's just my opinion.
People that don't know what we're talking about, if you go to drunkenclericsgame.com/tools, there's a form for like a co-creation. If you want to include co-creation to your group, it's not for it's not for our people. Like we can just talk. But if you want to bring it to your group and you want to discuss the limit of co-creation, it's a tool for that, right? It's a jumping off point for a conversation to guide you a bit.
It's a very well thought out document. I just like to give Matt shit because it's funny to me.
Yeah, that's right. It's funny to me too.
All right. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah.
Knowledge should be practical, not encyclopedic. I almost said encyclopedic. I probably did. There is sometimes a perception that the DM must know all of the books front to back in order to be effective. But what does that really solve? The goal of being knowledgeable should be to make quick and consistent rulings. So examine your game and party and figure out what info to drill in. Have a rogue that loves poisoning things? You should probably be well versed in how sneak attack procs and how the poison condition works, or have it on your DM screen. Yeah,
I think that's good advice. You focus like what's likely to come up in your game, right?
Sure.
Like you don't need to if you're have a game in the desert, you don't need to freshen up on the rules for swimming and ship combat. But if you do the pirate game, ice cream, But if you have like a ice cream based game, you want to freshen up on the ice cream based rule. What's the brain freeze condition like in your game?
What's the policy on free samples?
Yes. How much ice cream can you eat before you get the sugar crash? Right? Those kind of rules are important if that's that type of the game.
Whoa! You guys aren't playing ice cream? What did I study? Yeah.
Wait, sorry guys. All my adventure was planned for you. Like, let's take the session off. I'll plan everything for you going to the ice cream parlor and spend your adventure there.
Desert. The desert. That's what you wanted to do. My fault. Anyways. Yeah, I think rule mastery, of course.
Yeah,
it's a good thing to have.
And
shortcuts for relative information. Yeah,
having the players know their crap too. Yeah, that helps a lot too.
Yeah,
sherbet and gelato.
All right, comfort is the secret ingredient to TTRPG playing. If you or any of your players feel uncomfortable all the time while you're playing. I just had in my mind this image of you trying to shove something down someone's throat.
I don't believe in comfort.
Yeah. The game itself is going to feel stiff, awkward, and uncomfortable. Yep. The best way to avoid this is not to force yourself or your players to do things just because they feel it's the right way to play. Hate doing voices? Don't do them. One of your players doesn't want to have their camera on today? That's fine. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
A comfy, happy D&D player and DM will come out of their shell, try new things, and be adventurous, all of which makes the game better. Well, coming out of your shell, trying new things, and being adventurous isn't the same as not turning your camera on.
Yeah,
Um,
I think this
I guess they're
advice, like,
saying if they are comfortable versus then they will do other things not related to turning camera on. I'm sorry, I misinterpreted that sense.
if they don't want to have the camera on,
Yeah, they
you
should
need
have
to
their
have like a
camera on.
baseline, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to have the baseline, like just
Didn't
like
we
you know,
vet our players already? What are we
yeah,
doing?
having a camera on, it's part of showing up for the game, right?
Yeah.
If you play online, that's what it is, right? So this advice, like, and also like you
I feel like we're
should like
regressing.
you should make yourself uncomfortable sometime. That's part of like what's make thing interesting.
Mm.
You need to get out of your zone of comfort, right? You need to push yourself sometime. Yes, you don't have to do voice, but that's a different like topic altogether. But have you ever
Yeah,
felt uncomfortable like role playing? Yes, oftentimes, yeah.
yeah.
And I'm sure I made other people feel uncomfortable while role playing.
Yeah. Max
I
raped
love
me
it.
at least once. So I'm sure
Per session.
per session. Uh but yeah, the whole point, one of the benefits of role playing is you can put yourself in uncomfortable situations with no
Yeah,
consequence. So
exactly. Yeah, it is a safe space per definition because it's all make believe,
yeah,
right? It's all like
yeah, all
so.
imaginary.
If people like people that get too uncomfortable role playing game and get traumatized, like maybe that's not the right hobby for them because like
Yeah.
you're not able to distinguish, right?
Just
You
give
have
me
like
just put your blanket on.
yeah,
Just go home.
if you have like so much trauma
Yeah.
that role playing with your friend send you out to a spin,
Mhm.
you have stuff to resolve before you can get
Yeah.
into this. So I'm sorry to say, right? It's just like you you need to fix some stuff in your life. It's more important than just like role playing.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna say that. That would be
What?
inappropriate. What is the classic Phil move? Shit. Oh, the rape,
Um,
yeah.
the way-
Being raped is the Phil move.
Exactly.
And the raping would be the classic Max move. All
Yeah.
right. Ready?
Yeah.
Discover discover what works for you and then do that thing. Oh, I don't think Max is going to be into this one so much. We'll see.
Uh,
Somewhat related to the above, but only you know what style of DMing works for you. I'm typically a pretty loose improv heavy DM. I love improv and it feels comfortable to me. When I prep sessions, I prep big pillars, then improv everything else. Other amazing DMs I know have pages and pages of walkthrough notes they reference as they go. I once tried to prep a ton for a campaign because I wanted it to be extra good, and it wasn't. I was just more anxious about it. It's just one example. Whether it's heavy role play versus combat, using a lot of visuals versus theater of the mind, etc. If it's not you and your style, it won't work. I half agree with that.
I have a lot of issue with that point, right?
Maybe a quarter agree. Right.
Yeah. Like, yes, you're gonna have a style and stuff like that you're gonna lean into.
Hmm.
And it's gonna lead to better result. So I'm not against that, but like the more you explain, the more I get annoyed by it.
Yeah.
I don't think like every preps helps anybody because it's just gonna make you anxious anyway. Like because
Yeah.
like as soon as the player go off, like now you're just go, oh no, fuck, and then like you're just thinking about how you can get them back on the rail. Uh,
Yeah. Is this
you have
really a
got all
tip?
those. I think that's not advice. I think it's just
This is
like oh whatever works for you, man, is gonna work, man. It's like
another
yeah,
non-tip.
yeah. I think that's a non-tip. It's just like some cuddling basically,
Like the tip
and
is kind of hiding in there where it's like, hey, don't prep a whole lot. That's a good tip.
that
Maybe.
would be a good tip, right?
Because it makes you
The
anxious and you don't have a good time.
Yeah,
That
but he
might be a
didn't
good.
dare say that because like people that are heavy prepper in that fucking
Mhm.
forum would have gone after to
Can you
his
imagine
throat.
having an opinion? Yeah.
Yeah. The also like one thing that annoyed me obviously like is the heavy roleplay versus combat. That's always like this false dichotomy, right? Like yeah,
Yeah.
roleplay doesn't stop during combat, folks.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. Yeah, you're right.
That's a pet peeve of mine. I'm gonna scroll up a bit so we can keep reading
Okay.
without having to be down in the shut up, Reddit.
What? Yeah, you ready? 6?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Plant seeds and then see which ones your players water. This one has been a game changer for running long-term campaigns. Rather than have the entire campaign mapped out, I'll have a bit mapped out and then plant seeds as the sessions happen. An NPC going out to do something at night, a whisper of some strange substance being kept in a nearby caravan, the king mentioning they have a promise to keep. None of these are actually anything yet, but whatever my players start to latch onto and have interest in, guess what? That's what I had in mind all along. This works for end of campaign theorizing too. Listen to your players. As they are chatting about what they think something is, you can absolutely just steal it and make it really reality. Isn't DMing cool? Or if you're like me, make sure it's just a bit right of center of what they're predicting to keep some surprise. Okay, so this is kind of like pretending the last tip was do less prep,
Yeah.
be more improvisational, and now he's committing to that.
Yeah.
But he's a bit advocating for a quantum ogre like sort of scenario. There's no like he is reactive. So this
I
is
don't like.
where
I wouldn't say
this
like
is an
a quantum ogre.
interesting this is like an
I don't.
interesting like point I would like to talk to you about sometime,
Yeah.
where it's like the reactive GM does
Yeah.
the reactive GM react in a meta way where
Yeah.
he is generating plot based on the player's perceived
Yeah.
things,
Sometimes.
or yeah,
Yeah.
or is there like a is the reaction just like reaction, like physics type of reactions, like you did this so this happens?
Both. Both
Yeah,
are fine.
both are good.
I think like what works best is a mix of both.
Okay.
To some, like not necessarily 50-50. Like you go like one way or you're like, depending the type of the game, but you play by ear. I like this advice that he said there because that's basically like letting the player kind of like lead the game a bit, right? That's gonna
Sure.
lead the player like being very much more engaged because also like it goes where what they're interested toward, right? And I don't see the quantum ogre in that because the
Mhm.
quantum ogre is like when you plan something and it's gonna happen whatever they do. Now it's like I'm just gonna make happen whatever they show interest into and what they lean toward, right? And sometimes, yeah, like yeah, you're close, but just I'm gonna add a twist, right? I'm gonna take what the idea you talked about, what you thought was. I'm gonna take
Mhm.
that and twist it a bit so you kind of feel like you were on the right track, you were clever and stuff like that, but you also get some surprise. And I
Let
think
me
that's fine.
expand on what I mean then.
Yeah.
So if your baseline is you were right, but there's a little twist to it,
Hmm.
then the twist is the quantum ogre. Like it is going to be not quite what you expected, no matter what you expect. You know what I'm saying? So, like, no one can ever have a truly good plan, a truly foolproof plan,
No,
because the GM will always throw a little wrinkle in.
I
Doesn't
think
matter
like,
what you said or what you planned.
but that's the thing. You don't always throw a wrinkle in. You sometimes throw a wrinkle
Mhm.
in
Okay.
because sometimes also like it's a wrinkle oftentimes not gonna make sense, right? Because the player like discuss, they try to come to a conclusion to what's happening,
Yeah.
but they might have forgot a detail, and that's the detail that's gonna create the twist. And then it's oh yeah, like and you try to link, but sometimes you just like yeah, what you had was right.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
and
really like
sometimes it was
that.
like completely not what it's completely something completely different. You were completely off, right? You
Yeah.
mixed it up so you don't get like you don't get predictable.
Mhm. I've been wounded before by my GMs spiritually,
Hmm. Yeah,
and so
a lot of
they,
player are.
yeah, and physically as well. But they, it's like you're never the player will never be the cool one at the table.
Yep.
So, like, when I'm a GM, if someone comes up with a good plan, it's almost like I'm gonna surprise them and say, "Dude, went off without a hitch. You are Ocean's 11. You are
Hmm.
that was smart."
Hmm.
And, it's like because I've I've never I don't know about never, but, like, we've played several games together now.
Yeah.
Exactly. I need
Yeah.
my ex guy. It's like, "Hey, just let me do it one time, GM. GM, let me have one."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I always like, if plans are good, I will give it to them.
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah,
that's right, but then it's like, if the plan is bad, should I punish the shit out of you?
yeah,
Yeah. See, I kinda like
yeah,
that more than, like, riffing a twist.
but sometimes the plan is like, it's not bad, it's not good. That's where
Mhm.
you riff, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, uh,
Yeah,
or
I'll
some
roll a die and, like, have someone walking down the hall or
yeah. But like, no, I think that's fine advice. But I think like I think also the point is like, yeah, like don't make it formulaic.
yeah,
Don't you don't want to always do the same thing.
yeah.
Sometimes the best plan goes awry because of it shouldn't feel random. It should always feel justified too.
Mhm.
But well, sometimes it could be kind of somewhat random. Sometimes random stuff happen, right? Oh, like yeah, you had a good plan and stuff like, but like somehow like there's a battalion of this army that showed up on the same day that like yeah, if you looked at it, you could have known about it, but you didn't,
Mhm.
and that happened, right? I'm just like trying to go give you some complication. You
That's
just play
why
by ear.
I'm kinda
There's not
digging
one
down
way to
and
do it. Mm?
I'm kinda digging into, like, what I actually do. I
Mm-hmm.
think that what I aspire to do is basically, like, have the circumstances be happening independent of whatever the players are doing,
Mm-hmm.
and then, like, if they are reacting properly, then it's going to benefit them. If they're not reacting properly to the circumstances I have
And
going on in my head, in my, like, immersive top-down view of the tactical situation, maybe, as an example,
yeah, and the
then,
more also the more you have
then they're
a
screwed, like, then they'll pay for it, but that's all I'm saying.
the more also you have like a thing established, the more you have thing in motion,
Uh,
the less freedom of action as a GM you have because you have to account for those things as well, right? If you like you have when you have like NPCs, antagonists, stuff like that are doing stuff, you have to think about them in terms of character as well. That's what I
yeah.
think anyway, right? That's my opinion.
Do I need freedom as a GM?
No, not necessarily.
Like, what I have no will almost, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
It's kinda
but
interesting.
when the when fewer things have been established, the world is more bare, then you have like it's a blank canvas, right? So you have to fill it somehow. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like then like you get to pick and choose, and you can be a little more arbitrary.
Mhm.
But the longer you play, the more thing gets into place, and now you have to respect those things that have been put in place.
But that's, like, I think that gives the most agency to a player if, what I'm talking about is like an Ocean's 11, like a bank heist is happening.
Hmm.
So there are moving parts, and I want them to be as honest as possible so that
Hmm.
planning matters and they can be as clever, or you know what I'm saying? Like, their cleverness is rewarded. Maybe
Yeah.
because I like to be clever. Maybe that's just me. I like to be clever as a player, and I like to be rewarded for it versus, like, it getting yada yada and then the GM just saying what the fuck's gonna happen anyways. It didn't matter what I said anyways. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like I'm
Yeah.
so averse to that.
Hmm.
I've been wounded.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me talk
But
about it.
no, but like I get your point, and I don't disagree with it. But I think it's like a I don't think it's like a I don't think it's a universal rules. I think you really need to
Mhm.
play by ear and like and by vibe, right? Through context and stuff like that. And I don't think you should always do the same thing as a GM.
Okay.
Because also if you always like, oh, we made a good plan, so I'm gonna make it thing I make things happen how you planned it, and it's always that, then that's also become unsatisfying for player. If
Yeah.
you frustrate them all the time and you always like, oh no matter how good you plan, you're never gonna have your things because I'm always gonna put a twist on it. I'm always gonna make things not happen the way you planned it. That's also become annoying.
Right.
You need you need the
I would say
highs
the
and the low
solution
and
to that is to have prescribed, and I guess, like, pre-planned, maybe pre-planned. I don't know if it's even planned, but, like, circumstances are happening regardless of what the players did. I guess is what I'm saying. So like
That's
the big bad
part of it.
showed up in their limo. You couldn't have planned for that, but that's what happens. Like that's what I was expecting to happen. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So like,
but like you can only do that. Like you cannot do that if like the player have made a case for the big bad and then know that that night is going to be away doing this thing, right? And now that has been established, right? Of course, things could change for a reason or another.
That's true.
But
I see what you're saying.
like
So in that
if they
case,
did their due diligence, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like at some point, like, you have like less freedom of action because like things have been established. But when they didn't, now like
in that case, it would be something that I am riffing a little bit.
Yeah.
Or potentially like at least putting on an encounter table.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. Like dice roll can come in that as well.
Dice rolls are big. The dice rolls are a big part of it. Where it's like, okay, well, is this guy coming? 20% sure. Let me roll this die, see if the level of circumstance.
I like their plan. I'm gonna like if you don't want to be like too arbitrary, like they made a good plan. I'm gonna roll 75% chance that it's gonna go as they plan. 10% chance or 12% chance gonna go, whatever you want to make, like 15% chance gonna be twist, and 5% chance is gonna be like go awry, whatever way you want to do, right? Just like you could do that if you don't want to be like, but I say you can also just play by ear and just like try to mix it up sometime, right?
Yeah. Let's do the next one. Don't do the seafaring pirate campaign idea you have. I love my seafaring pirate idea campaign. All right. Listen, please. I know it sounds like a good idea. Every DM thinks it sounds like a good idea. Every one of them is disappointed when it doesn't work. There have been tons of articles about why it's a bad idea. Don't be like me and think you can make it work. You can't. I promise. Jeez.
Could we make it work?
Has there been tons of articles?
I don't read articles. I don't know what to read. So.
I've done a pirate campaign that was fine.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
You enjoy it? It worked?
I mean, we weren't on the boat very much.
Like I never did any because like for me, like the boat always been like a...
What do you do? Yeah.
Where you just stuck on the boat and there's a lot of like downtime where you're just like traveling and then like
eventually you gotta yada the boat and then you're off the
and then
boat.
like who's the captain and we're gonna do this. Okay, what do you do now? Well, I guess I'm just gonna pull on some rope, and you don't have much thing to do. You just have a job to do on the boat and you do that, right?
That's what I'm saying. You time skipping the boat anyways.
Yeah. So. I aim the cannon and I shoot, and then you make your dice. Okay, next round. Well, I'm gonna reload the cannon. Okay, roll.
What are you doing? I guess I'm bailing water.
Yeah,
like it's an even worse job.
Yeah,
the cannon's a good job.
Like in boat, you kind of have to do what you have to do. So it takes away a lot of the freedom of action that you.
That was hard. That was probably the hardest part. Is those ship combats to try and like make
them exciting,
and we kind of almost ran into that on Horizon. I think we did a good job at making them interesting.
Yeah, that was part of
we never had any. We didn't have weapons, so
that's true. We did at some point. You had the drone. That you have the drone that the salvage drone uses as a weapon because you're fucking maniac.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Is that a good? Do you agree with that advice?
Mostly, yes.
No pirate themes.
I think for most people, yes, it's not gonna work.
Skip the boat parts. It's fine.
I think like exceptional people, but maybe something we should discuss at some point or try at some point. Shut up.
I mean,
sidebar.
I think Elfunner's right. It's basically Horizon. It's like a pirate game.
Yeah,
I agree. Any kind of spaceship game is going to be like that.
Yeah, but also like in Horizon, we were mostly for the most part we're only like 2-player.
Yeah,
like if you're a larger group, it's become like much harder to have like everybody engaged.
I agree. Like you're just standing around waiting for a boarding party. Like what are you doing?
Yeah, and we didn't do much spaceship combat. We were a lot of time like on the ground, where the ship was just like going from
Yeah,
place to places.
I agree. Yeah,
So
Star Trek, same shit. Yeah,
yep, military game like they always suck, and pirate game like they end up being kind of military game too.
yeah.
Mm.
Honeybee. All right. When making rulings, priority should go fairness, then pace, then accuracy. Hmm. Perhaps controversial, but I'd rather no players feel like they are getting screwed and we are actually playing the game than all having our noses in the rule book. If some weird rule interaction comes up that you're having trouble getting a definitive answer for, it's completely okay to say, not seeing this in any official rules, but I think realistically X would happen. That cool with everybody? I'll do more research on it later. You've already said too much.
Yeah,
Then looking it up after the session and notifying the players. Whoa, bonus tip, good communication is helpful. What?
sure.
This
Nice.
keeps you all actually having fun playing the game rather than it turning into a rules debate or simulator. Just make sure you rule it in the same way every time until you have a definitive answer. Okay.
I think I agree with that tip. Like, I don't agree with like the long sentence. Oh, can we do that? Will that be all cool for you? You know, just like you should play with adults also, like, and that understand. Like, I'm just gonna make a ruling. Tell that in session 0, right? If something happened, I'm gonna make a ruling. We're just gonna move on with it, and we can look at it after, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to say it when it happens that you need to make a ruling. But I
Yeah.
think like the fairness, space, accuracy. I think that's a good way to put
Pace.
it.
Pace
Yeah, but
one.
uh, I think fairness is probably go before pace, but because we're not a group of bitches,
The fairness is implied.
the fairness is imply, right? So
Yeah.
like, we're not gonna complain about shit like that, and the GM is not like, gonna be like doing favoritism and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I trust gaming, so because we do I trust gaming, the fairness is implied, so it's almost invisible to us, so we go straight to
Yeah.
pace. But
Yeah. I guess
it's
that's
important.
true. Fairness
Yeah,
was handled before we even
yeah,
sat down, and then
yeah.
pace. But yeah, the rules goes, what do I do? Like, you don't even say that. You just like, the GM says to roll a thing. If you
Yep.
haven't rolled it yet, then
Yeah.
you roll it. And then if you don't know
Yep.
what's happening, the GM says what happens.
Hmm. So I think
Then
that's not a bad
roll on.
advice.
Yeah, I guess. It's not great. I give it.
It's not
Should we
great.
rate them? Should we be rating them?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna rate the old post at the end, no?
Oh, okay. I like. We should have rated every rule.
You wanna do a
Well,
okay.
at this point, you want to go back?
I can go back fast.
Okay. Know that
Okay.
know
That's
that by
shit.
seeking out tips on how to be a better DM, you're already probably a decent DM.
No, okay. I would say
Two.
that's a C tier because it's not
Oh,
advice.
tier. We're doing a tier. Okay, good.
Yeah. A, B, C, D, F.
Okay. C is good. Is solid. Most problems.
C is passing. Yeah.
Yeah. C
Yeah.
means irrelevant, but not
Yeah.
harmful.
Oh, I guess there's also the S tier, I guess also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then the made up tiers. Most problems people run. Problems people running their games have could be solved with better recruiting. S tier.
Yeah, that's S tier, vetting player, yeah.
S tier. Knowledge
Yeah.
should be practical, not encyclopedic.
I think that'd be A tier.
I'd give it A. I like A. I don't
Yeah.
think it's S level.
No.
Comfort is the secret ingredient to TTRPG playing. Probably a C.
Probably a C. I would be go C as well. Yeah.
It might be B, but C. B minus.
Nah, I'm not going to B for
Let's
sure.
do
I'm going
C.
C.
Let's do
Yeah.
C. Discover what works for you and then do that thing.
Maybe this one I could say B.
I would say
It's a bit of another advice. Hmm?
yeah, that's why I don't like it.
C?
I think It's D.
You think it's D?
Let me give you the argument. You're GMing wrong. You should not be trying to stick with your
I'm with you.
ways at all.
You won me over. D tier. You won me over.
Yeah. If you're comfortable with it, you've been wrong the whole time. Now, this seems better. Plant seeds and then see which ones your players water. I'm putting this at B. I'm curious to see. You're probably an A.
Oh, B? I'll put it A at
But
least.
this is that discussion we had.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I really try to be not meta in my my GMing. I'm just averse to it.
I'm meta in my GMing all the time.
Yeah. That's fair.
Like, I would almost put that in S tier.
Ooh.
But like, the advice would need to be a little more fleshed out, and it's missing something, right?
You're starting to push me into A because it is very much a player's drive plot.
Yeah.
Tip. So I will settle for A
cutting
with
it
you.
to S. Yeah, I would go A. It's not cutting it to S because like they're missing some important point in the piece of advice, but it's a good base for me. Yeah, I think it's a good base.
Don't do the seafaring pirate campaign idea you have.
A.
A tier.
A tier.
I would say C tier. I don't think he gets it. I think that you can make it work. You just need to understand how to do fast.
Yeah, I think
the only problem is sea combat.
I think you can make it work, but a minority of people can make it work. I think for most people, it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I think like that's it. I think it's difficult to do.
I can't imagine like a normie group doing a ship combat and having fun ever.
Nope. I could make like B tier because also maybe C tier because like, to be honest, just because like he didn't expand on it. He didn't.
I wish he would have
like,
expanded
a bunch
a
of
little
article. Yeah. I think that it's dried that like for most group it's gonna be a bad idea. For most gems, it's gonna be a bad idea.
Yeah, but to be fair, it adds some humor to the post. It's probably the one I chuckled at.
Yes.
So, but it's still C tier. Okay. When making rulings priority should go fairness, pace, accuracy.
Yeah.
B.
I would be okay with B.
Just because we're opening books in this paragraph and we're looking for things, and I don't want to.
Well, you say you don't want to open book during the session.
Not saying this in the official rules implies that he is looking in the official rules, so that's why I'm saying.
I was thinking about like we are actually playing the game than all having our nose in the rule book. Like I'd rather we play the game like that's so but yeah. But you're right. I'm not saying
this in the official rules, so that implies he looked, which was a mistake.
Okay, yeah, B tier. Okay,
almost C.
Like he's on
almost D tier,
almost A tier for me.
Ooh.
Because I like the idea of like fairness, pace, accuracy. I think that's the right mindset.
I like the bold letters. I like the number 8.
The detail,
but the description leans into the norm, into the normie.
So I would put it B tier.
We'll settle on B. I agree.
It's going in the right direction.
It's going in the right direction. You're right. It's B. It should be A. If it was just the bold, it would be A.
Yeah.
Ruthlessly steal from things you think are cool. Assuming you're not doing a streamed game or profiting off of it, even then, be inspired by other art in the form of video games, movies, TV shows, fine art, etc. Be inspired. I sometimes even look up random events or funny quirks of different places around the world to get inspired for campaigns and homebrew. Always be exposing yourself to new stuff, and you'll never run out of inspiration to delight your players with. The last sentence is good.
Yeah. I don't like the assuming you're
I
not doing a
don't.
stream game or profiting from it. Like, even that people like, and you get inspired by stuff. You cannot help it, right?
Yeah.
That's almost like none of
The
it's so
first sentence is
basic.
the worst. It is the most
Mhm.
basic thing I've ever seen. But
Yeah.
also underdone, maybe? The last sentence is important.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what we were talking about. That was
Exposing
the
yourself.
what Guy Sklanders wish people would change about gaming.
Yeah.
Um,
You wish that people expose themselves more.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Max thinks people should be forced to, which is
Yeah. We
interesting.
keep talking about doing the shirtless game, and you never come up.
Yeah, it's because I'm still a fat slob.
The idea of the shirtless game was a motivation for you to not be anymore.
But the idea was it was a motivation to become this so that I could do the shirtless game, not
Yeah.
as a public way to body
No, no,
shame
no, no.
myself so that
What
it
we
would
should do is
inspire me.
like set the shirtless game in like in 6 months, right? And
Yeah.
then we're gonna do it no matter what. So you either like get fit or get shamed.
To just like be shirtless and flabby and crying for like 2
Yeah.
hours as a punishment.
Be uncomfortable. Yeah.
And then when we start playing, you're like, wow, Phil, you're quite the Spartan, aren't you? I'm like, yes, Max, I am.
But yeah. Why would I, anyway, like exposing
Yeah.
yourself. That's what we're talking
Anyway,
about that. Yeah.
yeah.
How we read that?
Well,
I feel like that's
it's like so
and
bad at
C
the.
tier, yeah, it's
It's
like
like I
so
kind of
basic.
want to say C tier because it's so basic,
Yeah. Yeah. C
but
tier.
at the
Yeah.
same time, I want to give it B because of the last sentence. So we'll just stick to C.
Yeah.
Fantasy setting plus popular game show equals fire one shot.
Fire.
Uh
Yeah.
oh. Family Feud. Let's make a deal. The price is right. Do you have a favorite game show? Then you have a favorite one shot idea for when a player isn't available in a week. Magical Dragon transports your other players to the realm of games. Game shows are great because they add a twist to the D&D formula that is already, for the most part, easily understood because the players are familiar with it already. I got to read through the whole paragraph before I say F tier. It also prevents your players from having to make new characters, and it can all be cast aside as a ridiculous dream next session. Or was it? It got worse.
F tier. There you go.
I could go on and on. Okay, yeah. We'll say F tier.
Yeah, F tier, man. That was I hated that one. I hated that fucking one. Like you can have cool one shot. You don't have to do like the Price is Right in the RPG, like Maya Trumpet is saying. Like, oh, now you're fucking fighter and barbarian and magic user, or in this game of Geopardy. What is an illithid? Yeah.
I'm sorry that wasn't in the form of a question. That's crazy. That's hilarious.
How do we rate this whole? Do we rate this whole post?
C.
Yeah, C.
It's just very basic stuff, but he did say that he is a improvisational GM that allows player driven plot and yeah. B, maybe B. Should we give it a B?
If we're
That game
generous,
show,
give it a
game
B.
show.
That game show drag it down so much.
It does.
Yeah. That game
Let's read
show
this
thing,
last
like,
little thing. It says, I could go on with more tidbits. This post is long enough as it is. AMA. I guess if there's anything else I may have advice on, but I really just love D&D and everyone should get to enjoy it. So the more DMs we have to facilitate that, the better. Okay.
Do we look at the comments? I don't maybe not. I did a seafaring campaign, and
also I don't like it when people refer to role playing as D&D. So that's also I know
Sorry,
you're
say that
from
again.
me. I don't like it when people refer to role playing as D&D. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the calling sodas Cokes and that kind of thing.
In this day and age, the number one advice should be don't use AI to make things easier for yourself in the area of preparing and running the game. People are Reddit are so
Shut
like
up.
yeah, so fucking
Let me ask my
like
friend if that's a good idea.
that's the thing, right? Like I think like there's something like you don't want to have AI do
Grok, is this true?
because they're supposed to be like because you're supposed to enjoy doing it yourself. It's part of like
Yeah.
like but
What if I
it's just
don't
like
enjoy doing it myself? Can I use AI then?
yeah.
What if I hate it? Would that be okay?
Uh I don't fucking care. You can use AI for whatever reason you want,
Yeah, I
you
agree.
know.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
I'm
I'm
tired
being
of like
role
people like
playing.
being like it's a thing that exists nowadays, right? Like I'm tired of
Yeah.
like this, yeah, like Elfantar say yes, AI bad, right? Like the knee jerk reaction. It's just like oh
Ooh.
no.
Dang, they saw you coming.
Yeah, and player struggling with roleplay, and the guy fucking deleted the post.
Oh
That
no.
was perfect for us. Oh, I'm
Let's
so
see what that first
disgusted.
comment says. Let's read this first comment and pretend it's
Yeah,
the advice.
the
Start
advice.
them out in narrative mode. Tell me what your character is thinking right now.
No,
Max.
just long.
Max Boivin. Tell me, Phil, what your character is thinking right now. Genghis Schlong is worried about the dark forest. He heard stories from his grandma about the creatures that dwell here. Like what? Fairies mostly. Redcaps always scared her, and the stories she told Genghis scared him too.
He's talking third person too.
Yeah.
So how does Genghis show
So how does
this? How
Genghis
does it hide
show
it?
this, or how does he hide it? I like that for a few sessions. Do that for
Terrible
about
fucking
6
advice.
hours. Do
Terrible
that
fucking
for
advice.
6 hours, and then that'll really get everyone interested. Then transition after players are used to it. Instead of, what does Genghis do? Switch to, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? Yeah, what a huge transition that'll be for GMs. And interact with them, then interact with them as whatever other NPC is on the scene. Do that for a while so they're internalizing the idea of thinking about how their character sees the world and interacts with it and each other. Then just switch straight to straight role play. All right.
Hmm.
Well, too bad.
Yeah, like what this guy said, like because it's coming up so often, what do you mean by role playing? There's a wide range of
Ooh, good
things that are
question.
considered role playing. Matt Colby has a great video on it. I doubt it, but
Ooh, great. Good question. I'm sure he
and
does.
yeah,
We should watch that video.
you know what a guy who has a good video on what is role play?
Mr. Max Boivin.
This guy. How come he didn't say that in this comment, right? I
I
would
don't
have
know why
said
he
that.
didn't
Oh,
mention
Mr. I
you.
got a good video on that. Great video. Somebody
Is
go to
he
Reddit and reply that. Find this
It's
yeah,
gotta be someone with the name not Max Boivin.
exactly.
Says, "Hey,
Yeah.
you should check out a video."
Yeah. Jen just long recommend. And figure out what a group follows is super important. If they're new to Adobe, they might think they need to do first person narrative, which they do. They need to do a voice or accent, which they don't. Some group really enjoy that, but or don't. Both could be role playing. That has not like the first person kind of do, but like the voice or accent doesn't have to do with role playing. Role playing is thinking in character. So figure
Yeah.
out what you mean by role playing as a group, and then you can start invoking more and more.
You got any more of this Reddit stuff?
I got one more. I'm disgusted by this one. Being hopefully this next
You're
one is gonna
angered.
be yeah. How about that?
Ooh. I need
I need
advice.
advice for dealing with anxiety and worry before a session. No matter how much prep I put in,
This
I'm on
guy
session
sounds like he's
5.
about to. This guy sounds like he's about to make one level of a mega dungeon.
Yeah.
I'm on session 5, my first campaign, one session every few months. Most of us are dads in our 40s. And I get this feeling every time. Does it eventually go away?
How do you recommend addressing it? Nah, I shouldn't have done that voice. That's disrespectful, especially since their dad's in their 40. That's the most
Yeah.
dad voice. So, okay, there you go. That's the guy that needed advice. And now we're
How
here to give him
dare
the
you? Speaking as a
yeah.
dad in his 40s.
Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't have done that voice, man. Like we're gonna try to
This
give
is
like a
actually
useful
my
advice to
post.
Oaken Beard.
Yeah.
Oaken Beard, if you're listening to that.
Anyways, probably not.
That what? That it goes
His
away?
anxiety and worry. It's never gonna go away for him. I don't think.
Oh, I'm sorry, my Mr. Buck's voice are making me uncomfortable. Sorry, I'm gonna stop doing the voices. I'm doing the accent.
Ear
I'm role
trumpet
playing,
putting his
guys.
thumb on the scales of this show
Yeah,
again.
yeah. I'm sorry
Your
if my role
fingerprints
playing
are
make
all
you.
over it.
So, okay, my advice, if I want to be helpful to that guy, right? Which that was the idea I wanted to do with this show.
Nice.
Hello, Flame Zombie. We talked about you earlier.
Tyler, you're about to get hired for $2 million. Get ready.
Yeah. The first idea, like no matter how much prep I put in, right? And I think that's and we touched about on that a bit before. First, you need to understand that you're there to play a game with your friends, especially since you say like, "Oh, we're all dads in our 40s and stuff like that." So assume you're playing with a group of friends, people that you're there. So you're there to play a game with your friends. You're not there to entertain them. You're not there like to be a service provider. So
It's all
that's the
like
first
it's all
thing.
like I don't know. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So that would be the first thing that you need to understand, and you need to make sure the people you play with understand that you're also there to have fun, right? So you need to take the pressure off yourself. You're not there to be Matt Mercer. You're not there to impress your friend. You're there to have fun, right? And embrace the chaos.
Yeah.
You wanted to make a point? We'll go ahead. I have more to say, but you can make a
I
point
was
too.
going to make a shit joke, but I
Oh,
decided against it.
oh. Then
But
I'll
I'll
keep
let
on
you
going.
finish your point, and then I'll have my point.
The next thing I would say is like, and it follows that, don't prep as much, if at all, right? Because you're there
Boom.
to play a game, and the game is to react to what the player do, right? And to come up with stuff as you go. That's a big element of the game. If you prep, it create those expectation of where the game is gonna go, and those are never gonna survive the contact with the players. And now you have all this planning that's gonna be live in your head, and you have to abandon it to follow where the player are going or try to force the player back on it. And neither solution is good, right? Well, abandoning is good, but that's always going to nag you in the back of your head, and now you're being anxious and you're back to doing stuff on the fly, right? So you should just forget about it and just like embrace doing things on the fly. Um,
I agree with
that's
that.
the way the game is best played.
I would also say that I also had this like anxiety stuff and like tension while I was GMing. And then as soon as I tried to embrace a more immersive mindset in the game,
Mm.
it became much more like a natural I don't know how to describe it. I guess natural, is that right? Baseline. I had much more of a baseline attitude
Yeah.
towards the gaming. Is that right? I don't know. Casual. What's the word I'm thinking of? Not anxious, normal,
Relaxed.
relaxed. That's the
A
word.
relaxed attitude. Yeah.
I was much more relaxed
Yeah.
about what was coming and what was gonna be there
And
because it's just like it's gonna exist and I'm gonna tell you about it.
and since like you're fairly new, like you're on session 5 of your first campaign, right? Like sometime you're gonna play the game, you're gonna do stuff on the fly, and what you come up with is not gonna be like the coolest thing you could have come up with, but you did come up with on the fly, and then afterward you're gonna think about the game and say, you know what, I should have done that, and then like you remember that, and as you run more, you start getting like trick up your sleeve, right? And you get better at it, and you get better at thinking on your feet, and like this scenario that you encountered that was new, you came up with something on the fly. After the game, you say, you know what, maybe I should have done that instead, right? Just remember that, and then next time a similar scenario come up, now you're ready, right? Now you have something come up, but like it's just like casual. You don't as you encounter more, you're gonna be more ready to react to stuff.
Yeah. Just keep in mind you're not putting on a performance for anyone.
Yeah, and mistake don't matter. You're not doing like brain surgery, right? You're not like
Yeah.
nobody's gonna die in real life from that, right? And if maybe the session could have been like a 10% cooler, right? But probably not, because the prep, like, people are not gonna follow it, or if you force them to follow it, you're losing so much from that, putting the player on the rail, that the thing less cool but organic is gonna be cooler in the end.
And this kind of goes back to the whole idea of GMs on a pedestal. Like, you have to
Yep.
be able to get out of the way.
Yep.
And let the player do what they want, and then it becomes much less you performing for them. It's they're performing for you,
and that's the thing.
And
The
you're
GM is a
just
player as
watching
well.
them and saying what's happening around them as they perform for you.
Yep.
It's like your own private show, audience of one.
Yeah, you're just like you're there to fulfill a role for the you visualize the scene that what the player described the character doing, and then you feed the environment, stuff like that. You describe like what's around them. Don't describe what they do. Don't describe what they say, what they think, what they feel. Right? That's the preview of the player. We're gonna go much deeper on that. But like my main point is like the GM, as a GM, you're also a player. You're also there to play a game.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you say, it's on the pedestal. Like you're not there like to, you're not there to show up to your friend how creative you are, or like a good writer you are.
You're not there to give a good time.
Yeah, that would be my advice. Oh, there you go. D&D is just a game. It's not as though any mistake you make would dramatically impact your life. A problem can usually be corrected. Just relax and enjoy DMing. That's a good reply.
This next one is awful.
It doesn't get easier. You just get better at it.
What's the difference?
Yeah, I don't know. Seriously, I've been a DM for decades with friends, convention, even paid, and every time I want to call it off right before the session. I don't know why. It's putting too much pressure on yourself, man. Running a game is like writing for me. I completely hate the idea of doing it until I get past the first 5 minutes. After that, it's the best. I cannot relate to that. You think that's an Evangelion keeper for Eva? Do you think that's an Evangelion kind of reference?
No, I think Ava is a person.
And the keeper in his basement.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
I've been DMing for years, and I still get that feeling. I don't think it ever goes away. Just last for shorter amount of time and get more.
Like you can spot the preppers.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I've played for years.
Gosh, I hope they like it. Oh gosh. What's they doing?
The anxiety got less, but never quite went away. When I was DMing often, I did better and better at it than I am now, I think. So you think you regressed? Okay. You think you regressed. I had less anxiety because I prepped a good amount and a lot of faith in my improv. I think it's more the faith in the improv than the prep a good amount, but keep in mind to pressure yourself less. That's good. Yeah, your player have no idea what is prepped and what is made up. Yeah, they can tell. They can tell. They can see the rail. They can feel the rail.
Know.
Yeah. You know, like, oh, that's okay. That's what we're supposed to do now. So let's just,
especially when
and that's,
you read off of your notebook.
and that's why people disengage, because you know, when you have like a prep and you have a story and stuff like that, and you're just going through, they don't have choice to make, and they're not. If you're not making choice, you're not playing a game, right? That's why, like, in game design, we say that shoot and ladder, or snakes and ladder, we call it here, because we're not afraid of snake, is not a
Whoa,
game.
take it easy.
Snakes and ladder is not a game.
Ooh.
Because you don't have any choice to make. It's a game that
Mhm.
plays itself, right? So it's not technically a game. And when you put the player on rail,
Why did I
at some
always
point you feel
win
like,
then? Why did I always win then?
because you're lucky or you cheat. I guess that's
It's
a choice you
game
can
of
make.
luck. My luck
Yeah.
is strong.
But like when you when you when you put the player on rail and they feel like they don't have like a choice anymore, and like it's just like, oh, that's what we're supposed to do now, that's where the story's going, and it's just like they're just like on the rail, they get disengaged, right? Like when you're it's different, like you're not as engaged if you're a passenger of a car or the driver. If you're sitting on a train, or if you're riding a motorcycle, right, which one you're going to be more engaged?
The motorcycle one.
Yeah, that's what I think as well.
Yeah.
But
just to read the end of this, it says, sometimes all I prepped is a big fight, and if they don't like it, they can DM. P.S. They always like it. They don't.
well, that's like when come the fight, if you tell a story to your player and they're on a rail, when comes the fight, it's the only moment that they get to play the game.
Yeah.
That's the only moment when they feel they have a choice, right? Because now they have, like, they can choose different button to press on their character sheet. That's a big problem in the hobby that we see. A GM that want to tell a story, player that want to play a game. So you have to, anyway. I think that's enough for the
Wrap
Reddit.
it up. We're doing comments on Reddit posts.
Yeah. Well, discussing like the advice of people, right?
Yeah.
That's enough for tonight for the Reddit. Are we doing some wheels, or we went long? We got to? Okay.
We got to do the wheels.
All right, let's do the wheels then.
Okay, let me share the wheels.
All right. Not ready yet.
You think my ear trumpet's gonna let us get away without sharing these wheels?
Yeah. Like Flame Zombie say, going through the motion, like holding forward to get the next QT cut or cutscene, right? That's modern video game as well. Like that's how it fucking goes.
Oh, let me shrink this up a bit for the folks at home.
For the folks at home.
All right, you ready?
Oh wait, no.
No?
Oh, I have to do that. The exposition. We need to like, so, you know, people that want to skip at home, right, and just like go straight to segment.
Exposition.
We do that for people at home that want to skip to a specific segment. They can look in the
Smart.
timeline and say, yeah, that's where I want to go. I don't know if
what do you think we're gonna get this time.
Location.
Ooh.
Oh, major event.
I haven't done this before. That's exciting.
Nope. I don't know what I mean. Nice singing, Phil. There you go. You got a fan now.
Thank you.
And 2 flavor.
Couple flavors.
One's gonna be lime.
Flav. Modern.
Fuck, I was hoping for a.
You're not. No, we don't hide anything. It could be double modern. The modernist of major events. A modern epic.
A modern epic. A major event of a modern epic. So that, I guess,
very
would be like kind of like
a,
if we were to do like a setting, that would be like kind of like the initiating event, right? Like what the old motor for the old engine of the old like thing that put thing in motion for this epic modern adventure.
I already got an idea.
Go ahead.
So we could just end it here as soon as I finish my next 2 sentences.
Yeah.
Starting with this one. All right. So the I was thinking maybe classic EMP. World's gone dark. What happened?
it.
Maybe a solar flare?
Is that epic? Yeah, it's epic. Solar flare, yeah, that can happen. It's modern.
Blasts out all the
Yeah,
electric grid? See later,
yeah.
civilization.
So now, like all civilization is but is there like a are we missing on the epic side? Epic, like for me in my mind, there need to be a quest, something that needs to be achieved, right, by an
Hmm.
individual. If there's an AMP and everything goes dark, we go into survival, post-apocalyptic almost, right? I think that kind of missed the mark of the epic.
Yeah, you're right.
I like where you were going. I like the idea. I think it's a
Thanks.
good premise. I don't think it fits the what we rolled.
Ugh. Okay.
So we need something that one individual could do that would change the
A
fate of the
team.
world.
Maybe a
Or
team.
a team, yeah, a team, yeah, a fellowship, let's say,
Yeah.
could do that would change the fate of the world.
Yeah.
In the modern time, that's very difficult because the
It
modern world
is.
is not made for that.
The modern world is not made for that unless. See, it's hard to not just go natural disaster.
Yeah, war.
There's
There's
no
war.
volcanoes that need rings thrown in them in the modern world. Epic modern is really strange. That's almost the hardest part.
Yeah. You could think of
AI. It's like an
AI,
AI
a rogue
evolution.
AI, but are we going like sci-fi now? It's there now,
We're
right?
here, buddy.
So
It's modern.
we're here. So now we can have AI.
What's that called?
We-
The singularity?
Yeah.
Maybe that.
When AI stop developing themselves. Oh,
Is that near future?
like an AI system that took control of a nation, a small nation, nuclear weapon,
Ooh, yeah. Maybe
Israel,
what if North Korea
North Korea.
goes totally dark as far as like no communication? Or maybe you could do Japan. It's just like no one has heard from Japan
Like what I was
in
thinking
like
is
a
like you
month.
need like what I was thinking like is that there's a localized okay,
Because
you know about this.
well, real quick, because a rogue AI is taking it over.
Yeah.
And now someone has to go into Japan and put a ring in a volcano.
You know, yeah, about the what the assumption option is?
I do. I've heard of it. Yeah.
So what I was
so you're saying
thinking,
we have unleashed the Samson option?
I was thinking like there's a country that's a policy like the Assumption option, a fictional country because we don't want to go like too close, but they have a policy. Okay, for people at home, what the
Manistan.
Yeah, for people at home that don't know what the assumption
Sure,
option
let's say what it is.
is it too touchy? Is
I
a
don't know.
policy that
I
Israel
don't
has
care.
that
Certainly.
if ever Israel is threatened to be destroyed, they would send nukes through the whole world to destroy the whole world, basically, right? So the world doesn't exist. Like, so if Israel
Taking their
can't
ball
exist,
and
the whole
going
world won't
home.
exist. Exactly. Yeah. If
Yeah.
they are to be destroyed, they're gonna destroy everybody else. It's kind of like when in the Cold War we had the Soviet and the US had mad like mutually assured destruction, except now it's against the whole fucking world, even people that have nothing to do with anything, right? So I was thinking like if a country like that is at war with somebody else and they have such a policy and they have an AI that can kind of like launch it, and an enemy country know that they have this policy and they manage to wipe out the old original class, right? In one strike, like the pager that the Israel did, right? Or something. The leader class, right? All the
okay.
So they kind of behead the country. So now the only thing that, and there's kind of a dead man switch, right? So the only thing that can now, because there's no president, there's no like top leader that could be able to stop the Sentinel option. Now it's only the AI that is left, and there's probably a dead man switch that if nothing is done, like if there's nobody that like enter a code after a week, the AI is gonna launch it. So now you have like you need to send people there to break into this complex, and they have a week to do so to reach that and disable this thing. So it's kind of the closest we get to throw a ring into the volcano, no?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what my idea was, except the whole country goes dark, so all communications get like turned off in a country, and
yeah,
it's like they switched on a sort of administrative AI, and then the AI just assumed control of the country.
Yeah.
And
so there's
they're
still
gonna
like leader
protect
there, but then
themselves.
they're just like are so
And it's an
what are
AI
the
with like a self-preservation instinct.
so is it like the leader of this country kind of bolden up, like messed up?
Maybe one of the leaders manages to escape, and they enlist the aid of like the UN or
So
MI6 or something.
they thought like putting this AI on would be a good idea, but then the AI went rogue.
Yeah, I went rogue and started assassinating all the cabinet.
Okay, we can go with that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I think we nailed it. It's that simple.
You got to go in. You got to get to the center.
Yep.
Boom. Blow it up. Easy. Nailed it.
Nailed it. All right.
It wasn't even
Let's
hard.
move on.
If you just would have listened to my second sentence, we would have been done already, actually. That was just... And then here we go again.
Let's do the wheel of Ren. Oh, I always forget to.
Oh, I turned off my stupid sharing. Here we go. Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Oof. I hope we don't get a repeat. Like, I'm kind of worried about repeats on Epic. I'm getting anxiety about it, actually.
I think it's
safety tools.
Oh, we talked about that today in this episode today.
Did we?
Yeah, we
talked about how I was like didn't want to be graped again. Is that what they're saying?
No, I'm no, that's what I'm saying. That's obviously not what I'm saying.
That was implied. I didn't actually say that. It was just implied.
And I wouldn't bring it back.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I hope you forget.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, Max.
We say that the role-playing game are by their nature like a safe space, right? So you don't need like safe tools and stuff like that. Like and I said if you're too traumatized, to that there's topic you cannot touch and stuff like that, you kind of need to resolve that before I think you're ready to play a role-playing game.
Yeah,
to some extent, right? Like there's like at some point,
creative people have trauma, man. It's like I don't want to. At some point, like I want to role play with people that I like, and lots of people have trauma. Yeah. So at some point, those things are going to butt heads with each other.
Not necessarily, because like, you learn to live with your trauma at some point. The problem we have now is people like use those trauma as excuse, right? And they like, your trauma, you're supposed to either learn to live with them, resolve them in some way and stuff like that, right? It's like,
sure,
it's not healthy, but like that's what people now, because like people now just like there's so much power that's put into being a victim and shit like that they all done to their trauma and they never want to fucking resolve that.
Yeah. I guess when we're talking about safety tools, you're talking about someone who is stopping the game, in order for you to recognize their trauma, which is not great.
And that's like using your trauma as a bludgeon, right? As a and we're all like sorry those things happen to you, but
is there a safety
don't make them
tool?
somebody else's problem, right?
Is there a safety tool that isn't bad? Is there like a good version to you? I guess vetting.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
And you could discuss something in session 0, right? Like you some people say like oh like we're gonna fade to black if there's like sexual scenes or rape or
Mhm.
whatever, right? It's like um
And then Max goes, "No, we're not."
yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
What is that, like a fucking game for babies?
Yeah.
But
And if I want to play with Max, then
yeah, no, but like there's like, but at some point it goes too far, and especially like when people like make it too rigid, right, with the lines and bail and shit like that, they try to make it like a
Mhm.
nice name, right? It's
I
like, well,
don't. Yeah, there's a lot of terminology.
yeah,
It's turning into this sort of a what's that called when you like a linguistic war almost,
yeah,
like
yeah.
all
It's
these
weaponized, like you said, yeah, yeah.
weaponized words, yeah.
People weaponize their fucking trauma, right? That's the world we live
Yeah.
in, and that's the problem I have.
We were talking
I
about
have.
that the other day with the ADHD, where it's
Oh, were
like
we?
with when the guy was like, "I got ADHD," it's like, "Well, you think you got ADHD? I can't even put my
Yeah,
shirt on," or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
yeah.
like
Or put one arm in, and then I get
one
distracted.
arm in, I get lost.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Help! I'm hungry.
I think it's a
Yeah.
problem, right? It's like it's a problem of attitude, right? Like
Mhm.
it's good to be respectful of the people you play with, and
Yeah.
but it need to goes both way. And when you weaponize those trauma and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and you want to use those safety tool
Exactly.
and like,
That's
oh, can I the X card, and I'm gonna make my problem everybody else's problem, right? Now you're being the jerk, right? At some point, you
Mhm.
need to, if you're either like sometimes you're gonna be a bit uncomfortable, and you have to understand that that's your issue. You live in society. Sometimes you're
Mhm.
just gonna say, okay, you're gonna have your palms get a little moist. You're gonna fucking survive, man. It's no big deal, you know. Maybe I'm being maybe I'm being what's the word I'm looking for? Uh,
Unreasonable, insensitive.
insensitive, right?
Yeah.
That's the word I was like. I've been called a lot. I should I should know
Yeah.
that word. It goes one ear and the other, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
It's fine. You don't need to remember it. The I agree with you. I think that's the whole like what's that called? It's like when people like try to one up each other
yep. And being a
in
victim.
the victim Olympics, I think
Yeah.
I've heard it called. And then it's like whoever wins that gets to decide
And
everything.
yes, yes, I know. Like
Now I have the authority to choose what is allowed. So it
and
like
there's
becomes
something.
you become a little tyrant.
Yes. And there's something I want to make very very clear, right? Like I'm not saying when I'm saying that you like it's your those trauma are your problem, like you need to do work on them, right?
Mhm.
I'm not saying that because I'm saying like, oh, you're being a jerk and you're stepping on my fun, which yes, you are, but that's not my main concern.
He's not saying that, but
I'm not
now
just
he's
saying
saying
that.
it.
Like it's
Yeah,
not
I'm
my
not
main
just saying
concern.
that.
My main concern, like when I say that, is because it's for you to be better. You
Yeah,
like you don't need to work on your trauma because you're gonna be less annoying to me. That's a
it's a happy
secondary
side
effect, right?
effect. Yeah,
That's an happy side effect. You need to work on your trauma because you're gonna live a better life. I'm saying that for you, right? It's
yeah.
like that matter much more.
In case you wanted that, the other thing
Yeah,
that you were saying was important, but if you want to have a better life, also
yeah,
maybe work
yeah,
on it.
yeah, exactly. Like you don't make your trauma your the center of your personality. That's not gonna help you in life.
Mhm.
You need to be more
100%.
resilient. You need to heal from them. You need to move on. There's a life after trauma, right? Being a
Yeah, have some
victim and
shame.
being it's not having shame. It's like,
I'm saying people should have a little more shame, you know.
you can have shame. Shame is not a bad thing.
Bringing up your flaws to anyone that'll
Yeah,
listen. It's just like,
but it's also like having
Not for me.
having pride too, right? It's like, you have more
Mm.
to offer than just that. You don't want to become, you don't want that to become who you are, right? Just like move past that. It's still gonna be part of who you are, your like experience, stuff like that, but it's not gonna dictate your life. It shouldn't dictate your life.
So we're saying we're against safety tools.
Uh, I'm against safety tools.
Yeah. Me
I'm
too.
pro healing your traumas, right? And it
Yeah.
is possible. And safety tools are not gonna help you with that at all.
One other thing I would say is I don't mind if people are working through stuff in a game with me. I don't mind it. I
Mhm.
am receptive to those people
I
if
am
they
too.
want to do that.
Yeah.
If there is, but it's like if you can't handle it in the moment of the game,
Mhm.
then it's not great. I don't know.
It's like
I don't think safety tools are the
if you want to do that, if you want to work something through the game,
Mhm.
and I think I'm not against that. I think
Mhm.
it can even be a good thing, maybe,
I
right?
do
It's like
too. I think role playing can be really therapeutic.
yeah. But the thing is, like, if you want to do that, you need to be ready and willing to be uncomfortable
Yeah.
and to dwell into this discomfort a bit, because that's part of. If you just
Mhm.
stop it, right, like then you're not gonna get the benefit. You're just gonna be like a detriment to everybody else, right?
Yeah.
Dwelling to this discomfort and getting used to it and living with it a bit for a little moment, right? It's like the session is 2 hours. It's not a long time. And probably that didn't happen from the get go, right? So that's where you're gonna get the benefit from.
Mhm. 2 hours. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then
smart.
you can talk about it afterward. So that's my take in safety tool.
Mhm.
And I hope I never have to talk about it again.
We might.
And if you're upset about my take about it, well, there's a comment section down below. You can like yell
Yeah.
at me, and then I'll say I'm sorry you feel
And then
that way,
leave a
man.
like.
Yeah. 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 Pain is weakness leaving the body. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
What people say? Linguistic is so heavily weaponized. I'm surprised they let me graduate with a minor even at the Southern University. Yes, it is.
And
It is
Tyler is
very
well armed.
yeah, as you can see by the picture with it.
Yeah.
It's a feather bird.
Your
Yeah.
arms are looking big, Tyler. Kind of a
Rip.
big forearm.
Hell yeah, I
Looks like
assume
he's got a good grip.
yeah, you need to.
You got to.
Yeah.
With the flamberge.
Yeah.
Oh, it's,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just a word,
Danger tools.
Max preferred danger too. Yeah, exactly.
I do know
Well,
that word. Yeah.
yeah. That's yeah, danger tools.
The Schalt X cards are pretty badass.
Oh yeah.
I unironically want to play with them.
I would have done that differently, but yes, I like the idea.
Yeah.
Because yes, I want,
It's like I want more smut in the game now.
and I want
Smut.
when I play role playing game, I want to
Mm.
feel stuff. I want a game to make me like anxious and uncomfortable and excited and like those emotions. It's what I'm after, right? It's like I don't want just it's not. I'm not playing the game just for power fantasy. I'm just playing a game for cheap laugh. I'm not playing the game for like I don't want to just like be in a world where there's no conflict and we're just like baking pie and making like and trying to catch a
Lattes.
prawn from yeah with scuffed knees.
Cozy. You want a
Yeah,
cozy RPG?
yeah, that's not
That
what I'm in for
I
the
know
game
we
for.
talk about freaking Horizon all the time, but the
Yeah,
end of that Horizon game where like Red is like killing people and putting them as AIs in our ship.
yeah,
Part is like intense. Didn't know how to feel about it. Like I don't know. And then
I
like earlier when my
yeah,
character is gonna go live on on an alien spaceship or something.
yeah,
I don't know. There's a lot of like those are like some of the highlights of in the
Yeah.
game.
Like
This
like
weird,
this
strange
ending, like
choices.
when like with Naomi going
Mhm.
in the ship and all that bullshit there with the robot, like trying to find his individuality and stuff like that. Like I always said, like I think it was a shame that Horizon, like, well, I think happened what happened, right? We had a TPK, so this campaign ended there. But I thought there was like very interesting theme that was evolving in an organic manner, right? Through play, right? Like it touched to like what does it mean to be human, right? Because like you had this like Alan being religious, your character being dying and a bit afraid of it, and then the robot think like trying to not being living but having his own personality and stuff like that and trying to figure that out, and then having somebody that had like a organic conscience, right, consciousness, but being transferred to a machine. Like it it was becoming such a philosophical campaign about like what does it mean to be human,
Mhm.
the nature of the soul, the nature of the existence. But like if we like there was a lot of juice to explore there, but then we had a TPK which was in a sense derived from that
Yeah.
when you think about it, because like Red went there, right, with the guy, and maybe took more risk than a normal person would have, being a machine, and Alan maybe maybe starting to be living in the humanity, or in the
Yeah, sacrifice his life for the machine.
well, he took a undue risk to save
Yeah,
him
or get vengeance or something. I don't even know
or
what.
get vengeance. Yeah,
And then I
well,
even though I'm about to die, I save myself.
yes. You see, like
It was really interesting.
a lot of like it was deep.
Yeah. Oh well.
We're so amazing.
God, we're good.
Yeah,
We're such
yeah,
good
we're
role
so good, man.
players.
Yeah. How come the
Ah,
world doesn't see it? Where's our 9 million in
ah,
2 years?
all
There you
right,
go.
man. Hey,
Is
I
that a
got
wrap?
one last question for you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
Did you have fun,
I
Max?
did actually. I did a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun too.
Yeah. Yeah. I like where I like where the show's going. It's a bit all
Yeah,
over the place, but I always have fun talking to you,
of course.
commenting
We've
on the
we have
news, commenting on random
blown
shit.
past the 2-hour show
Yeah, yeah,
into
yeah.
something new.
I hope people that watch have fun too, and people that can watch live with us, watch on the replay and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Did you have fun, Phil?
I did.
Yeah. All right, man.
That's what
I'll see you
matters.
yeah. We'll see you again in 2 weeks for another, as long as everybody's having fun. But we might come sooner. Uh,
Might come
if
early.
I do a how to play,
Mm,
and then we do a review of a game, stuff like that. I've
mhm.
been like, oh, Flame Tyler asked like, when's our next marathon stream? Uh, Now comes
Oof.
summer. I've been like quite busy lately, so it's hard for me, right? I'm
Max has found hobbies,
yeah, I
and
found
as
hobbies.
have
Well,
I.
I live in civilization now, so I got stuff to do.
You
It
have
is what it
criminals
is.
to fight.
Uh,
You've become a bit of a vigilante. That's what I heard.
yeah, I've been victimized by a porch pirate.
Yeah.
So and you know what? You know what? The annoying part, like he stole a package that was left on my doorstep, right? And
Yeah.
it's clothes.
Yeah.
So it's not something that's worth very much, and it's not something that a normal person would wear because like they're
Your next cat shirt was in the mail.
yeah, they're like cat shirt and shit like that, right? So and
What
also
the
my
fuck?
size, right? So
Yeah.
like yeah, they're gonna be too big for you and they're gonna be like too crazy for you, probably. So it's just
It's
annoying because I was excited to get like this I
someone's
got like
walking
a
out there with like weird like button-up bed shirt. Like they're just like sleeping in this weird like
yeah, so yeah, exactly. Somebody like
nightmare
hey man,
fuel
that was
button-ups.
like you fucking took my stuff, right? Don't fucking wear it in public. I'm gonna spot you right away. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like a big like cheetah print kind of like fuchsia shirt,
Yeah.
man. But anyway, fucking thief, man. They're annoying. I'm gonna find him and
Bastards.
kick his ass.
I hope
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah. Catman.
Catman.
Yeah. Isn't that scary?
Yeah, it is. What are
All
you
right.
afraid of? Cats. You're not afraid of
Oh.
cats. I know. I just love cats.
Yeah. Gonna put my
That's
little
awesome.
ear, my little furry ear, and a tail.
You have the headphones with like the
Yeah, instead of having a cape, I have a tail.
yeah.
I'm Catman. With a little like faux buddy suit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to scare the criminal away. I guess they're gonna scare from the what could happen if I catch them, right?
Nice.
Like, what was like there was this
I'm trying to
post
think
like
of more play on words puns here for you to say, but
oh yeah. You've seen at some point like this post like somebody was asking like why doesn't Batman rape Joker? So, I understand you got a code against killing, but you said like if you were just getting just like that would probably stop him from going back to crime.
It's not as bad as killing.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not as bad.
No, it's not as bad. But it's just like it's still quite make you a villain, I guess. But
let's just say Batman enjoys the moral gray area sometimes.
Yeah, I think yeah, that's getting very dark gray, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, we
take
did
care.
it.
All. Have a good night.
Have a good night. God bless.
God bless.